All right, we should be live now on the Lefty Show. We're waiting for confirmation, as we always do. We are live. We are a little bit late, thanks to Hutch, but right now, Lefty Show gets started. Bam!
It's Lefty. This is the Lefty Show.
Whoa. All right, welcome to the Lefty Show, everyone. The 11th episode. We're going all the way to 11 tonight. How many people got that joke? How many people right now are understanding the joke that is the title? Well, I mean, the whole show's a joke, really. How many people are understanding?
Wait, are we on the Lefty Show, or is this the...
No, this is the Lefty Show because I'm a lazy bastard. We'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
But the title of this show in and of itself is a little bit of a joke. And, you know...
Really? Because I'm not laughing.
Well, it's not. It's a joking reference, and I don't know.
Can you elaborate since it's flying over everyone's heads?
Really, it is. The going to 11 thing is flying over everybody's head because that's the name of the show. That's flying over people's. Really?
I can't find the URL for this show, by the way.
Don't
I'll put it in the chat. I will put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, and Hutch use that one.
That one. That link.
We don't go. Right. We don't let you go off on your own.
All right.
Notice it has YouTube in the URL, not Google in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I got it. I'm gonna make sure once again. Copy link address. We're good.
All right. We need confirmation on Twitter that he didn't just tweet out the Hangout link.
Nope, that's a YouTube link.
Okay. And yes, everybody, it is a Spinal Tap reference.
Now.
Yes. And thank you everybody on Twitter that is getting the reference. It is a Spinal Tap reference. I thought it was a joke. You know what's really going to suck is if this show lasts for a while, we're going to have to...
Yeah, that would really suck.
Right? Like I can't what's 125? What's going to be my cutesy little name for show 125?
I just want to get to 42.
Why? Oh, the meaning of the world?
The meaning of the world, 42.
The meaning of life, whatever, yeah.
42, yeah. Siri will tell you that the meaning of the world is 42.
Will it?
I didn't already know that.
Because Siri's always right, and there you go.
Yeah. Ask Siri what's the meaning of life, and she'll say the number 42 or something like that.
She'll also teach Sam Jackson about hot gazpacho.
And if you ask her what her favorite sci-fi film is, she'll say Blade Runner. She'll say, I hear Blade Runner is a really good movie. Siri's kind of clever.
Okay.
Siri's a clever little biatch.
If you ask her anything serious, she's retarded. Like, can you set an appointment for this date? And she just does not.
Yeah, Siri's too defiant. She's just, I don't like her. I don't like Siri.
Has voice recognition...
Siri.
I'm attracted to her. I'm intrigued by her, but fuck her. You know what I mean?
Has voice recognition technology gotten to that? Because I remember when I was growing up, they showcased on the morning news some kind of voice-to-text Word document software.
They still promote that.
And it was awful.
I remember that.
Awful. Never worked.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if it's gotten to the point where...
I don't think so, no. Because you have to, you can't... No, go ahead, Chiz.
No, they still have those commercials now. It's like Dragon something or whatever. Where it's like, are you too old to type or whatever? And it just... I don't understand how you can do that with voice to talk because you've got to add in, punctuation and stuff like that. How does it know when to cut off and stop and not just keep doing one long run-on sentence and stuff?
Yeah.
It doesn't work that well.
Yeah, you can't.
That's why Siri works with short things.
You can't structure full-on paragraphs with, they haven't really figured out a graceful way to do that yet. But it's coming soon.
But Watson, who makes Watson? Is that Intel? Is Intel behind Watson?
I think it's IBM.
IBM. Yeah, they got Watson. Yeah. And Watson did pretty good.
Watson's a supercomputer, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
It's not
But that's the thing.
Wait, hold on. So Watson's the name of a computer?
It's a supercomputer that...
It goes on Jeopardy, and it knows everything.
Could it beat Deep Blue in a game of chess, though? Doubt it.
Well, that Russian tied him, didn't it? The Russian tied Deep
Kasparov? Blue. No, Kasparov fucking got his shit packed in by Deep Blue.
But the fallout for that was IBM or whoever was behind Deep Blue got to make changes to Deep Blue
and then it became Deep Thought, I think. But no, he accused them because chess players are just crazy. Research Bobby Fischer do a basic Wikipedia search of Bobby Fischer, and you'll read all about how crazy chess players are. But Kasparov was accusing the IBM programmers of going in and altering the code in between the matches, and which was not the case. Like, Kasparov was a little fucking bastard. He actually ran for, like, president of Russia, and he hates Putin with just a passion. He's kind of an interesting dude, but he's a fucking asshole. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so Deep Blue crushed him then?
Yeah, well, computers can do millions of computations, now billions, per second, and humans can't keep up with that. There's just no human alive can beat the best computer in the world.
War Games.
War Games, Whopper.
Yeah. Boom.
It's the name of
War Games.
Also, there's a little known reference.
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah,
there's a little known reference to War Games in COD 4. In COD 4,
which reference?
There's a reference in COD 4 where when you're in the single player campaign, when you're in the silos, like towards the end of the game when you're running around, if you take a turn on one hallway, you can go into a room that has an exact replica of the Whopper supercomputer that's in War Games.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, those guys at like Call of Duty in general, it was born out of Infinity Ward. You guys already all know that. But it's so obvious when you play their games that those guys love movies because they have references. They have references to many, like, not even just movies. It's like the show 24. Like 24 is basically Call of Duty. Like every Call of Duty game is like an episode of 24, but it's 8 hours long.
Yeah.
Because there's always a sense of urgency. There's never a time to just collect yourself unless you're dying.
Let's sit down at the board and talk.
Explosion. Yeah.
What was the premise for that show? Every show was the hour in a day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good. Like the first season was really good and the fourth season was really good, but then like I don't know. Maybe
There's
people
some
disagree.
lulls.
Okay.
Yeah. He got addicted to like heroin at one point. It was weird.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was kidnapped by I think he was kidnapped by some like Venezuelan or Colombian terrorists or something, and they like got him addicted to heroin like the Russian sex trade.
Yeah.
If you follow me.
Okay.
Not that he was a sex worker. I went weird.
So
with that.
anyway,
Let's
where
go to the topic.
where were we going? Anyway, getting back to Watson. Watson is supposed to understand some of the nuance of at least English. I don't know if I think it's just English at this point.
Yeah.
So he's like Hal.
Yeah.
Pretty much, except he's not evil.
Well, not yet.
Or he's
But
or he's
the
like,
thing is,
Not yet.
they gave him Urban Dictionary. They gave Watson
went
Urban
wild
Dictionary.
with it.
Right. And then they were like, nope, never mind. Bad
he's
idea.
like the machines are like Lilu in The Fifth Element, you know. Once they become self-aware, they're gonna fuck shit up, or they're gonna be like I'm serious. It's like
Katie, I'm
Skynet.
sorry. That hot
Or
ass.
like-
She's so hot.
Or like Mila Jovovich. Why
Oh,
is she
yeah.
hot? She has red hair. Boom. I make. All right. So it's kind of like the machines. When the machines become.
Yeah, big
God.
big
Wow.
bada
Yeah,
boom.
that was good. That was good.
That's all.
No, that's good.
There we go.
No, Mila Jovovich is not fucking around. She is just lovely, isn't she?
And Chris Tucker,
She's a
whom I
badass.
thought was a girl
Yeah.
the first time I saw that because I went
Because
to
of
see
that movie?
Yeah, no. I
Really?
went to go see it with my stepdad, and I forget when it came out. I think 95. So however old I was in 95, I went to go see it with my stepdad, and I saw Chris Tucker. I'm like, that's like a really kind of masculine dude,
Yeah.
Tranny didn't think he
or a masculine
Really
chick. Excuse
effeminate.
me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a really effeminate
he's-
dude, and then
He was
Yeah.
pretty fruity in there. Yeah.
He's like Hanson. I really thought that Hanson was three little girls. I thought they were little girls. I thought the tall one was a really funny looking girl, and I thought.
what about the middle one?
And I thought the two youngest ones were like, yeah, they look like little girls. But then I thought
Hutch,
the tall
I
one,
could-
I was like, I don't know what's going on with that little girl, but like,
I can just imagine Hutch watching a Hanson music video on TR.
I felt so dirty when I found out that they were boys. I
TRL.
was like, oh, I
No,
felt
just
like
watch
at
the
the end of
TRL.
the
Like
crying
I'd
game.
hit it. I'd hit it.
I felt like I think of the guy at the end of the crying game, or Ace Ventura, when he finds out Einhorn is a man.
Oh, everybody
Got
on the
any more?
police
Got
force.
any more of that gum, Ace?
That's a very personal question, Dan.
Yeah. You're a weird guy, Al, or Ace. No, never mind.
What a great movie.
Ace Ventura, Ace Ventura When Nature Calls was not a great
No.
movie.
The only funny thing from that
God.
movie was
Was the Slinky.
The Slinky. Yep.
Slinky, yeah, that's the only funny part. The rest of it is like, wow, you guys literally just copied and pasted, didn't you? It's like The Hangover 2. It's fuck The Hangover.
Was The
2.
Hangover 2 really that bad?
It was horrible.
Oh.
The third one's coming out. The
They
third one's
replaced a
coming out.
baby with a monkey in Las
Yeah.
Vegas with Thailand, and that was it. And
Well, what did
that
you
was
expect? Of course they're just gonna.
Something different? I don't know. Like,
I
put
can't
the
wait to see
character.
what 3 is.
Yeah, have them make a movie about them preparing for one of their kids' first baptism or something. I don't know, just something other than a fucking bachelor party. That's
right.
You can have a hangover from not just bachelor parties. That's the point. But they chose to go with the bachelor party occasion.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Fuck the hangover. So funny.
So Primer.
I hate it. Primer. You know what?
Lefty hasn't watched it yet.
We had to stop watching it, and we watched Top Gun instead because we needed a stupid movie.
Wow.
Don't you dare call Top Gun stupid.
No, we've talked about this. It's just stupid romance.
Well, yeah.
It's not stupid.
No. Ridley Scott is a pro. I'm not taking anything away from Ridley Scott.
It's about a man's struggle with his own sexuality.
No, it's not.
That volleyball scene.
No, that's just Tom Cruise's life. That's not Top Gun. Top Gun is about a man's struggle with he knows the right thing to do, and he's an ubermensch in his own right, and he it's about will to power, like Jim Morrison, right, Liz? All right,
Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Did she? We couldn't hear her. Did she say yes? Was she down with?
Yeah, she loves Jim Morrison.
Okay. But anyway, we got to get through the propers because we're
I think
12
he's an
minutes into
asshole.
the show.
Whoa.
Wait, who does
Talk
Hutch
about
think
that.
is an asshole? What?
Jim Morrison.
I think Jim Morrison is an asshole.
Just
and we're
him
not
or
gonna-
all of the doors?
Not all the doors.
Okay.
I don't know enough
Fair
about
enough.
the other
I can
doors.
see on some. Yeah, exactly. No one knows the other one is just Jim Morrison.
Well, then again, I don't know much about Jim Morrison, so I don't know how
Except
I can call
that
him
he's an
asshole.
Yeah, he's like, I know that much. That's all I need to know.
Yep. It's like Chiz's brother. I only know a few things about Chiz's brother. I already want to beat the shit out of him. Don't like him. Just if I met him, he's like, hey, what's up? I'm Chiz's brother. Just fuck you,
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh dear. Uh-oh.
But anyway, we got to get through the propers. I am your host, Lefty. You can follow me on Twitter at Lefty643. You're also on my channel. Hey, hit subscribe while you're here. Co-host over there, over the pretty redheaded lady is there. You go, Duck. is Chiz. You can find him at Dr. Chiz on Twitter. Also, a link to his YouTube channel is in the description, youtube.com/drcoffeemd. We got a lot of good things planned with Chiz, and hopefully Hutch, if he stops being a bitch and plays PC. And, of course, speaking of that, here's Hutch. You can find him on Twitter at Oh My God, It's Hutch. The O is a 0. And our beautiful, lovely producer, red-haired Katie. You can find her at Little Miss Katie, Kaity. She's our producer. She keeps us on time. She does all these other things off camera after the show with me. With me. None of you.
Whoa.
Piss off. No.
Whoa.
Me. All
Wow.
me. Anyway.
I want to hear about your life.
Okay, free spirit.
Wow. I thought this was
Just
my
kidding.
show. Hutch.
kidding.
All the time, Hutch tells me, it's your show, man. It's your show. It's your show.
Hey, it is
and then
your show.
and then he comes here and he's just,
Take your show by the balls, man. Take me by the balls. I want you to.
All right, I will. 3 minutes
Hey,
before
shut
we
up,
go
Hutch.
live, he
Before
comes in.
talking.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
gay.
That's Chiz. Well, of course, gay sex doesn't make you gay. Being gay makes you gay.
Being gay makes you gay.
And that's Chiz's role. Is he's the designated Hutch wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can go. Why don't
I
you?
give you the ass or the groin as I sit down.
What is
Yeah,
that?
if everybody
Isn't that
wants to
from
go ahead
Fight
and,
Club? Is
That's
this
from Fight Club, yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Go ahead and spam Hutch on Twitter.
Do
saying,
not.
"Play
Don't.
PC games with
Stop.
me, Lefty." Someone
You
already
can
did
find
it, so
you can
good.
find me on Trials. Oh my friend, you
Hey,
can
let's
find
play
me on
Trials. I love Trials.
Fucking
I got
bring
more
it.
hours logged in than anyone.
Oh my god.
Let's
I
go.
am I'm telling you I'm a wunderkind at that game. I'm
Dude,
a
all I do is
wunderkind.
listen to podcasts and play that game.
You don't play Geometry Wars like me. You
Okay,
can't
I
do
will
it.
give you that. I cannot do that.
Do what I do on pacifism, son. Do what I do on pacifism. Tabe is actually a lot better than me. Tabe got really obsessed with Geometry
Well,
Wars
everyone did for a while on Respawn.
because it's
That whole
so
thing.
good. It's such a good game. I started playing Geometry Wars 2 before I even got that job. Like that game is so fun. If you haven't played Geometry Wars 2,
You know, it's
you're-
also really fun, Hutch, playing on PC.
What's up? Why are you still stuck? I don't understand why PC players don't understand. I like the uniform, lazy experience of a console, and I really don't care about graphics that much, and I'm cool with the
But
controller.
PC gaming is also fun.
It's just there's a lot of bells and whistles. There's a lot
you know
of
what?
bells and whistles.
We're already
There's a new
inside Hutch's
console.
head.
There's a new console coming out in like 6 months. You're not going to be complaining all that much, except for in a year when PCs are infinitely better because of Moore's law. Then you're all going to go back to being fucking pricks. But you know what? No, I'm going to go back and say you're already all fucking pricks because you're looking at the PS4. You're like, It's mid-level specs at best. And it's like, you
that's
fucking
just Lefty. Lefty's the
dickheads.
speculation.
Wait, no, whoa, no, Chiz, don't be putting that bad juju on
you're
me.
the speculation one. We're like,
I'm
these
the
aren't
skeptic.
real graphics.
I'm the skeptic. I'm the one that's like, hey, we might be
Those
looking at
graphics
point
look
renders.
gorgeous.
Well, that's
PS2
the thing. He thinks it's
God of
too
War
gorgeous.
2. God of War 2 is gorgeous. Donkey Kong.
Killzone gameplay actually looks like that. Yes, I will grant you
Killzone
that.
3 is gorgeous. Killzone 2 is gorgeous. Like,
But
those are all old games. and
I want
Shadow of the Colossus.
Hold
is
on, but
gorgeous.
the thing you need to understand is that we are not
fucking
even
Geometry Wars and Mega Man 9.
Wait, Hutch, this is my show. Somebody mute Hutch.
Limbo's gorgeous.
But no, the
Sorry.
thing is that we are not even a month removed from Gearbox getting away with populating or making their Aliens Colonial Marines popular by showing off gameplay from a game that they never intended on making and shipping.
Well, it's business as usual.
But that's the thing. That's why I'm preaching skepticism
Why-
to everybody
yeah, no,
that's
but why are
watching
people so
trailers and going
outraged?
crazy.
I don't understand why people are so outraged when they see that. It's just a regular staple of the games industry at this point, right? So
No, I think
don't know.
that crossed a line though. The hands-off demo where Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford has his hands on the controls and is in a video touting all the things that are going to be in the game, saying this is gameplay. That I think crossed the line.
Well, they've been doing that for years. You just don't know about it. Like, I don't know about it either, but
Okay, but they got caught.
Remember,
Okay, so now we got caught.
Yeah, but Sony had Sony almost got in the same amount of shit for when Killzone 2 was first showed on the prototype, well, not prototype, the demo kit for the PS3 when they showed it off at E3.
Yeah.
They were showing off the cinematic sequences in Killzone 2, the cutscenes, and everyone in the crowd was like, "That is not a PlayStation 3." Like everyone was just like, "There's just no way. There's just no way."
What do they call them? I think they call them point renders or something like that.
I have no
like
idea.
The actual, they're like
I don't
out
know
of
anything
engine
about
renders.
I don't know anything about engines or coding at all. Like nothing.
And even a shitty game is filled with code that I could never in my wildest dreams write, even if I went to school. But that's
Duke
not
Nukem
the point.
3D or Duke Nukem Forever is filled with code.
Yeah.
And it's a big pile of shit.
But the multiplayer was actually kind of fun for like a couple hours.
You know what? When that's the best thing you can say about a game.
This goes back to our conversation from last week, which is that Duke Nukem Forever was an awesome like $20 game that was sold for $65.
I'd play Duke Nukem over Brink.
Yeah, it goes back to the same argument of like developers need to learn how to like
Price
can't
point
charge
their game.
if you like Call of Duty spoiled us, and before that Halo 3 spoiled us, and before that Counter-Strike spoiled us, and before that like SimCity. Like if I pay $65 for a game, I want hundreds of hours out of that, and maybe developers are pissed off that we have that sense of entitlement, but that's I used to play Sonic for 50 hours, and that was a single-player game.
But here's the thing: a lot of people like to think that PC, I'm a PC elitist, et cetera, et cetera. I don't like to look at things that are going to keep us apart and bring us down. We're going to be united soon because when the
Let's play
PlayStation,
Shadowrun.
when the PlayStation 4 drops,
I can play on console and you can play on PC.
Oh, really? They can do that? They have
On Shadowrun, yeah, you can do that for some PS games too. So a Magic
lot
the
of
Gathering,
PS.
I think, or
Not so much Xbox. Like you can do
not
that
so much Xbox. No.
Oh no!
It's because the PlayStation has Steam on it. So you can cross-platform.
But you see, here's the
Portal.
thing.
Wait, what? The PlayStation has Steam on it?
Well,
when
the
did that-
type of it. I'm fairly
It doesn't.
confident.
It doesn't have Steam though, right?
Not
it
the
has, like,
actual
the-
client, but it's.
Oh, all right. See, I thought you were saying.
But that's
Steam
why.
was on-
No,
But no,
that's
they
why
work
can
with Steam
play.
because they did that with Portal 2. I think.
Yeah,
I think
they
you could
did
do
that
it.
with Portal 2, but not
Yeah.
Xbox. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Microsoft has a vested interest in like keeping their shit just to themselves. Like they're like Apple. They want to be like Apple in that regard. I think.
Unit.
Yeah.
How many
It is not-
billion?
Apple-
how many
Apple's
trillions
is-
of dollars can you have? Is it really that? How many yachts can you water ski behind,
But
Gordon?
okay, here's the thing. I sort of detest that behavior and respect it at the same time because if you're are you a free market advocate, Lefty? Because you sound like it, right?
To an extent, I want people to be mindful of the idea or some of the natural consequences of things of the free market because of
Yeah.
a free market, especially. A free market on paper simulated by a computer is different from a free market populated and run and governed by humans. They're inherently different things.
Is that what we're doing now, though?
What?
It's like, is this a free market? Is this a free market?
The show?
No, the what we're living in now, the global economy that we live in.
Is it?
Well, I guess you can specify
Yeah,
it. Is the United States a free market?
In the truest sense of the term, no, not at all.
No.
All right, so I lost my point. Never mind. We agree. Sweet. Next topic.
Okay.
Well, I guess my point is like, it's an inevitability. Companies now have
You're starting to sound like the architect.
No, I'm not. That's an
From the shittiest movie ever.
I mean, it does kind of sound like the architect, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Art imitates life, does it not? But this is an inevitability with capitalism: is that wealth concentrates. Wealth concentrates, and so now companies have to be mindful of that if they're not making every effort to continue to grow in an upward spike. Any sign of letting off, they just panic and freak out. And
that's why this console generation has lasted so long. It's because companies have been scared shitless of generating new IP and going out there with new consoles. They've had to, because PC has set the bar so high.
Well,
PCs
they don't have
so
hundreds of millions of dollars to market it. Like the Ouya is trying to do something. I don't even know what the hell that is. I think it's a stupid name, but
Whoa.
like I
Here
do.
we go. Breaking news: Hutch on the Ouya.
It's a stupid
name.
No, I love the concept. It's just, I don't know. I'm being a snob. It sounds it sounds like Orbis, does it not? It's just, and it sounds like Orbis had a baby with Wii, and they made Ouya. Like that's what that name is to me.
But the funny thing is,
I like the idea of open platform video game. Not just, I mean, we can't even think of them as consoles anymore, because look at iPad. Is iPad a console? It's just, we got to look at them as just sort of platforms. And I like the idea of different platforms, and those platforms have already emerged with mobile. And like, it's going to expand even more because they're doing crazier shit with tablets now. And I'm talking too much, Lefty. Fucking jump in.
no, I wanted to
Now
say,
the shame comes.
because a lot of people are talking about, PC elite. No. You console diehards are gonna, in 6 months or whatever, when the PS4 drops, you're gonna be in the same boat too. Because when current console providers or console owners start getting a taste of digital sales and buying their games digitally, for the most part, primarily is going to digital outlets for their source of games instead of discs like GameStop. But when you start doing that, and then if Sony and Microsoft start embracing the Valve idea of periodic sales and stuff like that, you're going to be in the same boat as us.
They do that now.
No, they do that.
They just did that recently.
They do summer sales. They do summer sales on arcade every year. They do summer sales and packages
right now, like from the 26th to March 4th. Huge sale, like any AAA title you can think of on digital download is like 75% off.
And you can download most AAA games now, like the next day on demand through Xbox at least. If it's not the next day, it's the next week. Sometimes it's even that day that they make it available to download.
Can Sony and Microsoft's respective libraries. Oh God, I sound like I'm homeschooled.
Wow.
Jeez.
What?
Whoa. I know. I have a couple friends that were homeschooled that will fucking take you to task with argumentative.
It was a Tyler Hansbrough slight. Google Tyler Hansbrough reads Chicken Little. There you go.
Okay.
Just be prepared to want to shoot yourself.
Ass.
But can those respective libraries match up with what Steam offers?
Easily.
Not yet, but give him time. I mean, look at what Wii was doing with Virtual Console, dude. Virtual Console.
I don't know.
I
didn't play that piece of shit.
I mean, Wii was. I don't know if it was a piece of shit, but it was cheap. So
It was
I
a
can't
piece
knock
of shit. It was a piece of shit.
But it was cheap. They only sold it for
Okay,
like
it was cheap. Good. Okay, fine. Cheap. It was a cheap piece
They were
of shit.
selling PlayStation 3 for $650. They were selling Xbox 360s for $450. And then Wii came out and was like, okay, our graphics aren't that awesome, but we got a Wiimote.
They couldn't even. It's not. No. Don't gloss over the graphics.
$250.
Don't gloss over the graphics. They
Super
couldn't
Mario
even
Galaxy,
do HD.
Super Mario
Wii
Galaxy
couldn't
looked
do HD.
gorgeous. Why do you need HD, man? I'll go back and play Altered Beast, and I'll think it's kind of pretty.
That's
in
the
some way.
benchmark. For better or for worse, if you like, I don't need graphics. I don't need graphics. That's
Graphics
bullshit.
are not the benchmark of a good game.
What?
Look at Super Meat
The
Boy.
benchmark.
Look at Super Meat Boy. The graphics are look Mega Man 9. If you're working at IGN and you have to give these fucking stupid arbitrary ratings in these categories like graphics and visuals, now you're reviewing Mega Man 9, which is intentionally 8-bit as a throwback, an homage to the original game, and you have to give that a score in graphics. What are you going to give that?
0.
can't do that,
and that
though.
takes off
Yes, I can.
That's so dumb. I hate that.
Because I
hate that.
With what is available, to intentionally go less than that, visuals and aesthetics, you get a 0. I'm sorry, that's the way it is.
Some games are centered around visuals, though. Like I'd say, God of War 2 was the main selling point of that game was not that it was really fun, was that it looked fucking gorgeous, and it made optimum use of the PS2 because it was right on PS2's last legs.
Right.
In the last year of its. So now, guess what's happening on Xbox and PS3? We're getting the best games of this entire console. All these developers are making their swan song on these respective consoles. So 2013 is going to be fucking huge for games like BioShock Infinite. And,
Lefty, here's an example, Lefty. Just recently on PC only, this is PC only, RuneScape 07 has come back, and everyone is playing it right now.
Oh yeah, World of Warcraft is fucking shit ugly.
Yeah.
And that game is played by so many people, and it makes more money than most small countries do.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
I don't agree. Graphics are cool, but they're not the benchmark.
They're not the make or break, but people go so far as to say graphics don't matter, which is bullshit.
They don't.
How can you honestly say that?
How does it play? That's what matters
Yes.
in the story.
There are other games where story doesn't matter.
What about Tetris?
There are games where
matter.
Well, what? So you're saying every sports? Hold on, no, Chiz. So you're saying now that every sports game ever has been a gigantic piece of shit because it doesn't have an amazing story.
Most of them are. A lot of sports games
How can
are
you make
shit.
a blanket statement like that? You're coming on me for. Hold on, no. Your argument, your counter argument to my blanket statement of graphics are the benchmark. Your counter argument to that is a completely separate blanket argument. It says no, graphics aren't the benchmark. Story is. That's bullshit.
I'm
not saying it's the benchmark.
Hold on.
Yes, you are. You just said every sport game sucks.
Let me mediate. A game like Flow, PlayStation 2 downloadable game, right? That's a game that's purely based on visuals. There's literally no point to the game. You just like float around and collect shit and do God knows what. Then you have a game like BioShock, which is almost 100% story driven, but Rapture is consequently
also great, but
beautiful.
also great visuals.
Yes, but you also have games that are great for specific reasons. Mega Man 9 is great because it's like a really good homage to the old game. It's hard as shit, and it's 8-bit, which is not good graphics. So Geometry Wars is like. Yeah. They're good graphics, but they're fucking just polygons. They're just polygons.
That one has
it doesn't need to be good graphics because it's not a game that's built around visuals like Flow or Gears of War, I would argue, is a game that's built around visuals in a lot of respects because that was their answer to Killzone 2. Because PS3 at the time was saying, look, we got Killzone 2, Xbox can't do that. And then Gears of War came out and said, oh yeah? And Cliffy B, like, so like some games visuals are important and some games they're not important. Visuals are not that important on a tablet for some games. I don't need Magic the Gathering to look that great. I don't even need it to be HD.
But to intentionally go in the age of HD, to intentionally go non-HD with a console, not software, hardware that is incapable of doing HD and shoving shitty motion controls down everybody's throat.
But how can you say that they were wrong to do that because they sold more than fucking Microsoft and Sony did?
No. Is that true?
Absolutely in the first year.
No.
Absolutely in the first year.
In the first year. In the first year. Then everybody figured out it was a gigantic piece of shit. They're like, never mind.
Well, and they came out with the Wii U earlier than Microsoft.
What did the Wii U do? The Wii U got killed by the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 within a month of its release. No, it's not.
And it's an amazing console.
Well, compared to current, yeah, probably.
It's way better than an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Way better than an Xbox 360. Like, graphically, as far as, like, even the menus look prettier. It's like a 1080p
you got the little
console,
tablet thing, right?
And it's a great console. I fucking love
How much do those
the
run
Wii U.
you, those tablets? If you wanted to, can you get two
I don't
of
think
them?
they're selling. I don't think they sell separate tablets. Like, so Nintendo's weird. They will like make you wait until you can get another nunchuck for like 3 months. They're like Apple. They do slow rollout. Yeah.
Oh.
They're weird. Reggie Fils-Aimé,
wait. Is it
my
because
body's
they
ready,
didn't?
You son of a bitch.
Because they didn't make enough? Is that why? Is that why? Because they didn't make enough hardware? Like they didn't actually.
No, I don't
There's
know if
Wii
they do it
U's on the
intentionally.
Or they're like, we have your papers. You get no more until come back 3 months.
Well, what these companies do is they decide on a fixed amount of units that they're gonna distribute on launch, and no matter what, that's what they're gonna make. And if they sell less or more, and some of these companies will intentionally set that number to be very low, so as to give the illusion that they're up. We're all sold out. Like that's every company's been doing that for fucking ever, since companies have even been around.
Well, it used to be the way. I remember back
I'm saying
in the
you're
day,
overly critical of the Wii because the Super Mario Galaxy looks amazing on a projector screen, and that's a Wii game. If put it in 480p, it'll still look amazing for the same reasons.
Is this is this Hutch talking? Is this like I've played it on a projector and it's awesome and it looks beautiful?
Yeah, well, first time I played Mario Galaxy was like 4 years ago.
The next time you do that
on my old roommate's projector in 480p, Marty's projector, I was playing Super Mario Galaxy, and I was like, dude, this game is fucking incredible.
I just want it on record that the next time you feel the urge to say that, I want a blood test administered immediately.
Oh, here's where you just okay. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, should we check your blood alcohol content then? Or
I'm not drinking anything.
Neither am I. I have water in my hand and coffee.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't have a beer tonight.
I don't have a beer either. But blood tests determine content of other things too, Hutch.
Yeah, like sugar,
fair.
and cholesterol. That's a weird thing to say.
I just wanted to make sure you're healthy.
The implication is that if someone smokes pot, they're dumb, and I totally disagree with you for reasons
wanted
that
to
I
check
won't
your
get into.
cholesterol levels.
Yeah, that would be a better question to ask.
Because I
What kind
want
of
you to
food
be
are you
okay.
eating?
That's it. Why do you have to go immediately to, oh, you think I'm an asshole because I smoke pot?
Look what you've done.
That's why he does that every show. That's a
No,
thing
just
now.
kidding. Yeah, no, I won't do it anymore. Let's go on to the next topic. God.
Well, we just went over. I just realized we went over our time break.
Yeah, where was Katie? Katie, where you been with the...
Katie,
Yeah,
God damn it!
Something.
Wow.
Good job.
I'm slacking. I know.
You know what? You had one
We're
job
an
to do.
unruly. We're a proud clan. I know that.
Anyway, we got...
I was letting you guys go.
I swear, you know what? That's
Gotta
the
reel
sign
us
of
in.
Katie, just so you know, this is good now because it's good conversation. Everybody should leave a like as we go to break because I want to see the roll on my Twitter feed. But if we start to get sponsors and stuff and we actually have to do like reads as we go to and from breaks, you gotta be a little bit more on top of things.
Okay, we're gonna go to commercial soon.
This is my show, Hutch. No, now we're not going to. Now we're not going to. Let's
I
talk
know.
about shit. What are we talking about?
No, let's go to break. All right, you want to talk about?
No, we're going to break. The other side of this
yeah,
break, we've
all right.
got other topics, I swear. Be sure to hit that. You've got the Lefty Show. Everybody tweet Hutch right now and get him to play PC games with me and Chiz. Okay, bye.
He's getting older,
Oh, hit the volume button!
but not wiser. This is the Lefty Show.
I heard that.
You gotta do this. Yeah, there we go.
Why you gotta make fun of that, Hutch? You're
I'm
just
making
finding
fun of
shit
it.
to make fun of me now for.
Dude,
huh?
I'm not even making fun of you. I'm saying own it.
I am owning
Liz
it.
does this. Liz does this.
Oh, the Shark Man?
yeah.
Shark Man.
She's happy. I know she's happy because she's doing this.
I like it. I like that. Anyway, welcome back to the Lefty Show. We are here after a break, after some heated discussion. I like that.
Yeah,
That was
you did.
good. There's going to be some people
Yeah,
that
you
are
did.
angry with me. They're going to be butthurt, but
And
that's
you're gonna
fine.
be angry with me because the comments are gonna start rolling in like Hutch for the not gonna win. It's gonna be
Oh yeah, no. I have no delusions about who's winning that. I mean, I know I lose by default because you're Hutch.
no
and
one's
I'm
even
not.
playing that game, so don't even. That's my point. Never mind.
Nobody's even playing that game in the comments. You've got your eyes on the comments.
No, I'm not playing that game. I'm saying
Oh.
you should be playing that game.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not playing that game. Yeah. So
So you want to play Take
Sweet.
That or something?
let's
No,
just
it's fine.
address
I
the
think
tension right away.
I think we can all agree that graphics are not everything. Just like story isn't everything. Just like gameplay inputs.
It's just like the price thing. It depends.
Even though,
on
although
the
interface,
title.
I think interface is really, really important because if you can't interact with the game, then it's
Well,
not
if
a
you
game.
make a game for the 360, and the graphics match up to a game that was on the original Xbox, then you're being a fucking. Then it's like
I
really.
think that's
then
my-
I'm gonna
I
get
think that-
mad.
yes,
But if
okay.
you do something, but if you expand on a really simple concept, like Bastion was a really beautiful game, you know, and like that didn't require a lot of. Bastion, yeah, they have it on
Limbo,
iPad.
Limbo.
Limbo, yeah, I mean Limbo was real simplistic.
I don't
but
play
it-
Limbo
it-
because there was a spider in it. Fuck that.
That was a scary spider. It freaks
man,
me
I
out, but the
fuck-
story is awesome.
Have you seen the art concept for Limbo 2? It is.
Is there a
it's-
spider? Because if so, I'm not fucking playing it.
Yeah, I think it's like a red and black motif now
Oh.
instead of a white and black. But it's I don't know if the concept art was total bullshit, and maybe people in the comments can like clarify further. But I think I saw something on Reddit actually of all places, where it was concept art for Limbo 2, and it was just a single picture, and it looked gorgeous. You should play Limbo, Lefty, man. That
It's
game
really
is just
good.
it's so good.
There's a spider in
So
it.
good.
Mm.
It only takes like 5 hours to beat, maybe like.
Not unless you die a lot.
I don't want to
It'll-
deal with the
it'll go
spider,
long.
dude. I do not do
The
spiders.
demo
It's
is
like
just
Portal.
a spider pot.
It's like
The spider
Portal.
part.
No.
He hasn't played that on co-op either. No.
And
He's missing
to
out on a
Cynthia
lot.
Martinez, who's bitching on Twitter about us taking a break.
dear.
You can piss right off, bitch,
Oh,
because
no.
we take breaks to
Lefty.
keep. We take. There are many reasons that you
Lefty,
do
no.
not understand why we take breaks. It keeps everything centered.
Lefty's going full on Kevin Spacey in American Beauty on this one.
Yeah. So
Except Kevin Spacey was a little bit more composed.
that's fine. I can articulate better than Kevin Spacey.
Ooh, that's
Whoa.
whoa.
Now you're going
No. I said
Kevin
articulate,
Spacey
not
is a-
act. I said
Those are
articulate, not
fighting
act.
words.
You don't think Kevin
Have you seen
Spacey
House
can
of
articulate? I don't know about that, my friend. I don't know about
Go
that.
watch House of Cards. He can articulate.
Watch American Beauty.
What is House of Cards? I've seen everybody talking.
It's a really good
Fucking
show, actually.
amazing series.
Yeah.
What is
I
it
started
about?
watching that.
Sell me on House of Cards.
He's
It's
a
political.
yeah. Tell him. Well, no, but tell him the
He is
premise.
he's the whip, and essentially he doesn't. I'm just gonna say what
Kevin
the first
Spacey
episode
is
He's
the
a
whip.
politician. He's a politician.
He's a politician. He's the whip of the Democratic Party, and he's supposed to get when the new president is sworn in. He's supposed to be into the cabinet of Secretary of Defense, I believe.
State.
State, sorry. And he doesn't get it, and he goes through. It's really the dark side of politics, all the backroom shit.
And his wife is Robin Wright, no longer Robin Wright Penn, but his wife is Robin Wright in that, and she's real good too. It's a really good show. I wasn't too interested in Netflix's first try at their own show with that one like mobster one where he goes to like.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch that, but this one is like a Netflix.
Wait, was that the
exclusive.
one about the mobster in Paris?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not Paris. It was like, was it Paris? No, it was like. No, it was like Scotland or something. It's something with an S, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, but they did but that was a Netflix exclusive show, and now Hulu's doing the same thing. They have Hulu exclusive shows, and YouTube's probably gonna start doing the same thing. Like Machinima tried doing that with Prime, to
Right.
varying degrees of success. X-Arm is a good example of something that wasn't that successful, and Halo Forward until Dawn was very
But that was-
until
yeah,
Dawn
that was
was
good.
yeah.
How
but it
did
was
the
really
how did the
good.
Mortal Kombat thing go?
Oh, dude, Dude, Mortal Kombat was so good for Machinima.
The Battlestar one was really good as well.
Battlestar was good too. Yeah, Machinima does a lot of stuff right, and like I get frustrated because I don't think people give them enough credit for that.
Watch House of Cards.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So no, I mean I always dug Kevin Spacey. Remember when for a while, I forget when it was, Kevin Spacey, there was like an independent film that he was a part of. It was like an 11-minute.
Life of David Gale? Oh.
It was like an 11-minute indie that was run as an ad on YouTube for a while. And I would go watch other people's videos, and if that was on it, I watched that whole advertisement, that 11-minute. It was a skippable ad, but I watched the whole thing because oh God, I forget. He was like a ventriloquist. I never understood really the story.
He's so good. He's such a good actor. Mm-hmm. He's such a good actor. American Beauty is so good. Yeah. It's such a good movie.
Let's see, what else? I remember I saw him in K-Pax. He was really good in K-Pax.
K-Pax with Jeff Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember K-Pax, son. Mm-hmm. Get more obscure
right,
with
he
that.
was pretty much the consensus is he was an alien, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no way he could know those things. It's been a long
time since I've seen that movie. It's been a long time.
Well, he started drawing the orbit paths of planets, of constellations that were just discovered in their solar systems.
It was like a poor man's Contact. Contact was way better than K-Pax, and it was sort of like the same
Contact
idea.
Was awful though.
Yeah.
You're fucking crazy.
Like Contact,
Watch your mouth.
But a lot of people hate
God damn it, Lefty.
Contact.
It just made that one. There was just that one
turn.
Trying
not to take off my headphones right now.
The premise was where they went, they blew up the $1 billion cool space thing. Guess what? We just happen to have been building another one
cool
in Japan.
Premise.
No, the only thing that was
bad. An eccentric billionaire with a beautiful vision for the rest of humanity. Thank you. Played by John Hurt, who was also amazing in V for Vendetta and a number of other films.
No. You see, no, but when movies make
fucking Contact was a classic.
Okay.
It's one of the best movies of all time.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying the only thing bad about it was the whole...
When I'm the kind of guy...
Perfect. Matthew McConaughey's a douche, and that's my only problem.
Yeah, of course, Matthew McConaughey. And isn't he shirtless at one point? Of course he's got to be shirtless.
Yeah, of course
he is contractually... It's in his contract.
He has to.
And anytime he's in a movie, he forces the movie to have a scene with him without a shirt on. That is Matthew McConaughey. And then he bangs bongos naked at 2 a.m, and then the cops show up and he's... God damn you, Matthew McConaughey.
Close your window.
Frailty was such a good movie.
Why did you have to be Matthew McConaughey. I'm doing what I'm doing. That's
yeah. He just doesn't need to worry about anything. He's Matthew McConaughey. But Frailty was a really good movie with him and Bill Paxton. Remember that movie? And Powers Booth. Frailty was the one where their dad was the sick fuck that raised his 2 sons to be demon killers, and the dad was played by Bill Paxton, and he would go kidnap people in town and torture them in the basement because he was convinced that they were demons, and so he was teaching his small boys to kidnap people and kill them, and then there's a twist at the end of it. You got to see that movie. Frailty's good.
No, never.
Sounds good.
Never seen it.
He's never seen Primer either, so.
Primer's good.
I don't know what it is.
It's on Netflix.
There's a reason why Hutch said he had to take a break and go watch a dumb movie.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be just watching it and listening to every word.
Yes.
I've seen it 3 times. I'm going to go watch it again after you.
Yeah.
Oh, is it one of those where you're lost if you don't watch?
It's like an informative movie, but it is really heavy.
It attacks your capacity to intake information on the same level as The Matrix did the first time you watched it.
Yeah.
But
which Matrix though? The one or the first one or the shitty sequels?
The first.
I'm just poking you at this point. I'm sorry. I'll just stop.
There was one shitty sequel. So if you said shitty sequel, I would agree with you, but you said sequels.
I'm sorry. I love you, Hutch.
Reloaded was good. It's good. Go back and watch it.
Not gonna argue. Okay, that's fine.
Go back and watch it. It's good. It's just as good as the first.
Okay. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll come over. You and I can hang out for a bit.
It's not just as good as the
it.
first. I'll concede that. I'll concede. It's not just as good as the first, but it is up there. It's good. It's like Return of the Jedi, and The Matrix 1 is Empire, and A New Hope is Revolutions.
Well, see, why does everybody love Empire that much?
Because it's the best one in the series.
But what about it makes it the best? Well, I'm not trying to be contrarian and be
no,
how can
you?
I just want to know what about it makes it the best one of the series though.
Have you seen what was it, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back or Clerks? I mean, they have that. They have that.
Yeah.
They explain it better than I can. It's just it was a good cliffhanger.
Okay.
Fucking you find out Luke, like Vader was Luke's dad. Gets his fucking hand chopped off. And I think it was a little bit longer than the other ones too. I think that one was like 3 hours, and then Return of the Jedi was only like 2 or 2.5.
Oh, okay.
But there was a lot more packed into Empire, and Return of the Jedi was good. It was good.
Yeah, no, that was good.
It was really, really good.
Little Ewoks.
Yeah, put a nice bow on everything. But I remember the Clerks bit where they were talking about the Death Star, and it was who was it?
No, they had a person. No, all those workers knew what they were getting themselves into.
Right.
When they
That was the
signed
whole
up to,
thing. Like, don't you feel bad?
I'm with Randall on that one. They knew what they were getting into.
No, man, their government contract
Yeah,
comes out.
what about? Oh, really? What about Nazis? What about ex-Nazis living in Florida right now?
Yeah, fine.
That were given political asylum in the fallout of World War II.
Good.
Because they had something
Ex-Nazis
political.
stepping down from the papacy.
You have ex-Nazis. You have
Where is
ex-Nazis
it?
living.
Sorry, I had to do it. I had to. He mentioned the papacy.
I'm giving you a slow clap.
All right.
You should be on the soundboard more. You have ex-Nazis living like near a lot of Jews.
I'm not cool with the Nuremberg.
So you love Nazis now?
Oh god,
wow,
here
that's
we
cool.
go. No, oh, that plays into the whole racist lefty thing. But no, the whole Nuremberg, you should have disobeyed orders that you knew would have gotten you killed, a bullet to the brain if you disobeyed them. If you're just some schmuck in Germany.
No, but look at Schindler. Schindler followed the rules and still managed to save like countless people's lives. Like Schindler still like found a way to play by their rules and still help people. The people that were on trial in Nuremberg.
He wasn't a Nazi. He wasn't in
That's
the thing.
Point. That's the point. But he still capitulated to the Nazis.
Like, look, you want to put the colonels on trial
worked with the Nazis.
and do that.
He
had
dinner with them. He had dinner with them.
Right, but he wasn't
He let
actually
them
a
into his
Nazi.
home.
It wasn't
Right, that's
to
my
follow
point.
this order, go gas these people, or you're going to get a bullet in the brain.
Right.
Those are the
He
people
was-
I'm talking
he was
about.
He was a cut above the rest. He was ahead of the curve.
How can you honestly tell some private that was drafted into a war under the pretense of go or you're getting a bullet in the brain, and then given orders under the pretense of do these things
I
and you
don't
get
know.
a
Maybe
bullet
I'm
in the
not
brain,
allowed-
and
yeah,
then
you
say,
know
oh,
what?
you
You're
should have
right.
taken
You're
the bullet in
right.
the brain.
You're right, because if I do that, then I might as well make the same judgments for like African children that are given AK-47s when they're like 7. So I don't know. I've never been in that position. I don't know what I would do. I really have no idea what I would do.
My point is, who the hell are you to try to tell some guy that you should have taken the bullet in the brain instead of doing this? Okay, you want to colonels, majors, all that stuff. Okay, different. But just privates and maybe even lieutenants.
I think what happened in Germany is like oh wow, this is getting controversial. We should probably stop talking about this.
No. You're about to hit controversy. Go on.
I like it. No, this is good radio, Hutch.
You don't even need the. Okay, well, it doesn't. It's
Like
not.
and favorite.
It's not fucking limited to Germany. You can find examples of it in a number of like. I'm talking about Stockholm syndrome. Have you heard of Stockholm? When the captor falls in love with their captive.
Well, is that the true definition? Because after hanging out with you for a few weeks, I'm not sure of many of my commonly held like definitions of things.
Am I blowing your little mind?
Yeah. Hey, don't call my brain little, you bastard.
Just irony. Just irony. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
The definition of irony. It's fucking stupid. I hate that word now. I'm just going to start saying coincidence.
Okay, so anyway, you're saying Stockholm Syndrome.
Countries collectively, and it's not just countries, it's like nations and cultures. Like nation is the definition of a nation is just collection of people with similar thoughts and ideals, basically. Like a state is something that has a government, that has like a state-run government. A nation is just like the Nation of Islam or the Nation of...
Domination?
or the Nation of Domination. Hell yeah, Farouk. And,
yeah, baby.
Yeah. What was his finishing move? He used to slam them on their face. That move was crazy. That guy was like
Farouk's.
That guy was like a tank. Farouk was just a tank.
But the people that hate on the ultra liberals that hate the war in Iraq and Afghanistan and way back when Vietnam and they would spit
That's not
on,
just ultra liberals.
Well, but you know what I mean. Those people. Okay, we'll remove the liberal label.
Okay.
Liberal label. Say that. There we go. Anyway, but those people, I don't I'm not, even if I disagree with, like, let's say the war in Iraq or Afghanistan, I'm not going to hate the soldier that comes back and that killed Iraqis.
No.
I'm not going to hate that guy.
No, I'm not either. That's not my point. I'm just saying.
Well,
like,
no, but I'm just saying. But that's the Nuremberg idea.
Julius Caesar. It goes back to Julius Caesar. He was saying it was literally, if you ever want to get a country behind a war, all you got to do is pound those drums, man. Get a parade and pound the drums, and they'll sing along with you. And that's what propaganda is now. And it sounds like crazy conspiracy talk, but it's not. Like, it's not. It's like when we were dropping leaflets in World War II. That was propaganda. Like, don't, if you don't resist, we won't bomb you. Like, we're just going after one guy. And like, the same applies here. So like when countries, especially Germany after World War I, after the Treaty of Versailles, that country, our Great Depression was bad. Theirs lasted
we murdered that country.
Their Great Depression lasted like 25 years. And the Jewish population in Germany at the time have always been very good about being survivalists, and so they get this reputation of like, you're hoarding money, but really they're really good at taking care of each other, and because they are a nation in that regard. And angry Germans, angry poor Germans saw that, and they were pissed off, and they were whipped up into a fervor. I'm not saying I wouldn't have been pissed off too. I don't judge anyone at that time, but so there's that. I don't know where I was going. Cut me off, Lefty. Jesus, get me on the tracks here.
I don't even know where we were going. We were going somewhere with that, and I thought it was really interesting.
What the hell?
I'm just saying there's a reason why people act the way they act, and it's hard to judge people. Even Germans during fucking that horrible time in human history.
Here's an interesting thing for history buffs that I see gets glossed over way too often. Remember when America had our own internment camps during World War II? Yep.
Japanese Americans.
Remember that?
Mike Shinoda wrote a song about it, son.
I remember I read a kid's book about it when I was growing up. But
he's half Japanese, I think.
But we
Japanese,
did the
Japanese
same thing.
internment camps. Yeah, they would. They
100,000 people.
That was not that long ago. That was 70 years ago. That was
citizens.
One person's.
Full citizens. Full United States citizens.
Goodbye to your rights.
Fuck you. Fuck everything you own. Get in this desert camp.
Well, here's something.
Here's
something controversial for you. If you want to talk about immigration, now look at what's going on with Mexicans and Central Americans in Arizona.
What's that?
Legal citizens and legally entitled. Let me calm myself down a little bit. In Arizona, I think they were trying to pass, or they did pass. Hey, Liz, did they pass that law in Arizona? I think they did. And it was an issue of contention during this presidential election, but it was the idea that if you even look like you're an illegal immigrant, a cop can just pull you aside and say, "Show me your papers." Yeah. And so they wanted to literally make the conditions so unbearable for illegal immigrants in the country that they would want to leave. And what these fucking idiots don't realize is that these families have kids, and they're hurting kids. They're hurting like poor kids by doing this, and they think, well, that'll teach them tough love. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand that logic at all. Like I'm not against immigration reform, but think of the consequences of what you're doing before you do it, and that is not a healthy way to deal with the problem.
Thank you for not saying think of the children, because Chiz, what would George C have to say about that?
I disagree. Well, I think George Carlin wasn't really saying fuck the children. I think he was pointing out the disingenuous nature of adults are so like willing to say think of the children.
Well, right, it's the appeal to emotion instead of an actual argument. But the whole idea of you should think of the children that are being affected by this immigration reform in Arizona.
You should think about the children that are being affected by this. I don't know why you wouldn't. They're like 6-year-old little boys and girls and stuff that
are they citizens?
If they're born here,
they were born here, yeah.
Okay, then I'll think about them.
But their parents aren't. That's the problem.
All right. That's
it. There you go. Then fine, come over and have babies. Bam, now you're a citizen too.
You only care about the children?
I care about the citizens. I think the citizens, under the law, the citizens are the ones that matter.
I live in California, and it is a heavily divisive state. Whites and Mexicans sometimes get along, but holy shit, there's fucking tension in this state. You can feel it, and it's not necessarily welcomed. I have my brother-in-law is Mexican. My two baby girls, my two little nieces are Mexican, and I love speaking Spanish. I have no problem being a minority in California, but there's so much tension around this, and it doesn't make any sense to me because what the fuck did the Irish do? What the fuck did the Italians do in San Francisco and in New York? What did the Russians do? What are the Russians doing now? What are the everyone is
Mafia?
so like just because. Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Russian mafia, Mexican mafia.
But how about we just make it easier
Irish
for these people
mafia.
to get it in the country instead of making them try to trek across the desert with
That's
children?
my logic. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Besides, you know what? There's a lot of people.
If you have faith in the free market, then you should have faith that the tax money will be there to support them. And like, but at the same time, there's fucking overpopulation and diminishing world resources to think about too. So it's a really fucking complicated, multifaceted problem.
Right, that's true because if they come in here and they just start popping kids out, we've got another baby boomers situation.
Fuck off. My parents had 5 kids and they're white. My mom.
I said we have another baby boomers.
Listen, hold on.
I said another baby boomers.
Hold on. I just want to say, my mom came from a strict Italian Catholic family. She was one of 13 kids. I don't know any Mexicans in California that have 13 kids. None. I know some that have 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. I know some that have 3. I know some that have 1. Do you think anyone walked up to my fucking grandma and said, "Stop populating with your Italian kids"? No, because they were white. But Mexicans are brown-skinned, and it makes people uncomfortable, so they get pissed off. Oh, shit. Hey, Steve's calling us. Oh, Jesus.
Who's Steve?
Oh, fuck. Are we going on break soon? I'm going to call him back.
In 2 minutes.
Okay. Oh, wait. We're on a podcast.
Wholly professional. Yeah, that's... Oh, see, there you go. Chiz using my made-up word, you bastard.
I used it on purpose because I made up a word.
Yeah, I'm professional.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Hunter's really just like, shit, I gotta call him. Shit, I gotta call him. I gotta call him.
No.
But I mean, I'm just saying. I meant that if we're gonna get another situation where they are so as collectively delighted to be in the country, you know, for whatever reason they're happy to be here.
Celebrate.
And then they start having kids like everybody did coming home from World War II.
The rate of them having kids would go down if they could come in quicker legally, because the reason they have kids a lot of the time is so they can stay in America because they've got legal kids that are citizens.
Well, think of it this way too. What do people do if you get large groups of men and women together?
They get drunk and they fuck.
Hold on. And they're all happy and they've all left a homeland that was horribly fucking oppressive and corrupt. Go to Mexico City, a city of over 40 million people that is surrounded by mountains, so you cannot see the sky.
It's sinking.
It's worse than LA. You can't see, and the gang violence and the fucking wars that go on down there. And then they come to California, which is still hostile because angry white people are looking at them funny, and but they're a lot happier. So what do? They have lots of sex and party. And like I'm into it,
and work hard too, because immigrants, the immigrants work hard.
And anyone that I've worked side by side with Guatemalans, El Salvadorans, people from Peru and people from Mexico, and like they do not complain ever.
Like the population of Polish cleaning ladies that come at your house don't speak a lick of English. Misa.
Who cares if they don't speak English?
I know, but that's the thing. No, but they work hard. They just come and they work and they clean your house and then they go home and they keep their money.
I don't give a shit if people learn English or not. I don't care. I don't care.
Don't try to make.
At least Europe is realistic about it. The land mass of Europe is what, comparable size to the United States? A little bit smaller, actually, maybe. I think a little bit smaller than the United States.
Let's assume that premise.
They don't kid themselves and delude themselves into thinking that they're a united like they call the United Nations, but the French and the English and the Irish are just.
But those are different countries, though. The United States is.
Different states might as well be different countries. I go to Texas and I am not in the same country as California. I go to New York and I am not in San Francisco. In New York, they are a lot louder. Mm-hmm. When you cut them off, they are a lot louder. In San Francisco, it's more just like.
Well, then that sounds like something that should be left up to the states. Then that sounds like a states' rights decision.
I believe in states' rights too. So there you go.
If Illinois wants to say "fuck you," every sign is in English. You don't like it, learn it.
Hey, if they want to be as backwards, I mean, fucking let Rome crumble before it can be rebuilt. I mean, if you want to cling on to like old archaic ways of addressing immigration that has proven time and time again to not be effective, then I would ask you, if I've ever told you the definition of insanity.
Is that really the definition of insanity?
Yeah, it's
though?
repeating
It
the
is.
same thing over and over.
No,
again.
I know.
That comes from Einstein.
Yeah.
That comes from Einstein. He thought of that definition for insanity, and then it just stuck, and so you can find it in the
Are
dictionary.
we sure that he even said? Because there's a lot of misquotes. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll get somebody on this.
No, he
Research
said
it.
it.
We're on the break.
Look
Hutch
it
has
up.
got to make a phone call. The other side, we may have actual topics that we get to. Maybe we don't. You can get in touch with us on Twitter, #Lefty Show. Be sure to hit the like button. I want to see a stream of likes coming through on my Twitter feed. And on the other side, we got a lot of great stuff in store for you. So stick around. Got the Lefty Show.
Peace off.
We owe him money now.
BRB.
He's getting older,
Oh, hit the volume!
but not wiser.
I have the keys right here.
This is the Lefty Show.
Oh, somebody cut that out, please, and make a video out of it. That was fucking hilarious. Wow, GG.
They didn't stay on as they should.
I'm sorry, 1 second here, guys.
Hutch, always the beacon of professionalism, as always. Anyway, welcome back to the Lefty Show. Here we are entering our
Throwing
second
headsets
hour. Throwing
violently.
headsets. Fuck them. No, I'm going to pull a Hutch.
Headsets are. No, you can't hear me.
That's not. That wasn't.
Headsets are oppressing our minds.
That wasn't smart.
There's
I like
no
these
freedom
headphones.
here.
These headphones are good, even though they're starting to come off. Like the little leather, faux leather right here is starting to come off.
Leather.
It's starting to flake off, and I find them in my ear and stuff. I'm like, why are there black flake? Like, what is wrong
because
with
it's
me?
black, you gotta be racist.
Usually,
dear.
oh god, here we go.
dear.
Anyway, that's a perfect segue talking about satire. You know what? I wanted to start a little something for everybody here that's here from either Hutch or me or Chiz or anybody on Twitter. Let's go around and talk about what we've been doing because we mentioned it a little bit. What we've been doing on our respective channels. Katie doesn't have one, so she's just going to be quiet. Or you know what, Katie, you can talk about what you do on Twitter.
What you tweet about, yeah.
Yeah, like your random animal fact.
Go
What the
ahead.
hell do you do, Katie?
Katie, random
Jesus
animal fact of the
Christ.
day. Go. When we get to you, I want a random animal fact of the day.
Okay.
When we get to you, random animal
right.
fact of the day at
We're
Little
on
Miss
there
Katie
right
Kaity. But Hutch, you've been playing Trials HD, and
Yeah.
you've been having a lot of fun.
Evolution.
Trials
Yeah,
Evolution. Sorry,
I mistitled it today for a second, but then I fixed it.
is
But,
it Trials Evolution or Trials HD
There's,
Evolution?
there's both.
First one.
Yeah, HD is the first one, and then Evolution was the follow-up. It came out last year, I think, or the year
okay.
before.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say I played a lot of it. That was literally the only time I played it. Is like I've made a video of every time I've played the game, and I have like maybe one more video left, maybe two. I don't know.
But that's gotten a huge response, hasn't it? Because I know I watched it and I thought it was hilarious.
I hope. I mean, I'm
Well,
glad
you're
it got a
screaming
positive
and willing
response.
yourself to victory.
Yeah, it was so fun. That Trials with Nanners was so fun, and like the Hunter was fun too. But when we started playing Trials, I think the reason why me and Adam like have fun together a lot with videos or video game videos is like we just get so competitive with each other, and I hate him for being better at like everything in life. So if I can beat him at like one Trials race, then it's just the biggest victory. But I own it. I'm just like, yep, this means the world to me. I'm just gonna soak it in for a minute.
See, I couldn't play it because
It's
I
not
watch it. I just
mean-spirited,
want to do
though. It's
flips
not-
and stuff.
It's not. Yeah, I didn't do enough with the flips. Actually, I didn't realize you could do a flip until I did one accidentally.
I know. I thought you were like, dude, that's a 360. Oh
Oh,
my
was my
god.
bike going backwards?
That was like my Vince Vaughn, like my inner Vince Vaughn came out. That's a 360, son. When he's pulling himself on the wires and that one movie, Old School.
Old school.
He's
Yeah.
doing that when he's doing the gymnastics. He's holding the position and with
Yeah.
a cigarette in his mouth. Yeah.
He's got a new
no,
one
yeah,
coming
but
out, don't they?
He's
Him and
yeah, he
Owen.
does.
Or
Why are we getting on this right now?
I'm
We're
sorry,
talking
I
about
just-
Katie's biology fact.
Well, I just wanted to give her. I wanted to give her time to come up with one. I didn't want
All
her.
right,
You
now
know,
she
dead
has
air.
time. Now
That's
that you
cr-
threw me on the fucking sword, so that she.
I gave you.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
giving you a chance to direct people.
Promote yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, even though you're pretty much the reason a lot of people are here anyway.
No, it's like
Figured that's a
I-
fair
no,
trade.
I'm
Especially because you refused to game with Chiz and I. On
It's not that I refuse to game. It's just I'm on my Xbox like
got a
literally
pretty
all
nice
the time.
laptop there, Hutchie Poo.
It's not bad. It is not a bad laptop. I
I mean,
can play a lot of games on
Chiz
this laptop.
and I play Counter Strike Global Offensive. We play Trouble in
No?
Terrorist Town.
CPU intensive. Just
We-
on a-
I play a lot of
I will-
Xbox, and
we-
you know, I respect your decision to play PC just as I expect you to respect my decision to play
I'm
Xbox.
publicly challenging Hutch to a 1v1 in trials.
Oh, I'm sure you are, Chiz.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
am.
motherfucker.
I am.
Wow.
That is my shit. Let's go.
Now you're stoking my competitive spirit. All right.
It's okay. You're
do
gonna
it.
lose.
There's the Sniper Elite Zombie standalone expansion that came out. Chiz, speaking of which, what's going on your channel? You haven't uploaded in a while.
I did the Counter Strike stuff with us. I'm gonna go really hardcore in March because I just got all my stuff back here in Cali. So
You said that in February too.
Hey, where are you at in Cali? What?
I'm in Sacramento.
You're in Sacramento? I thought you were like in Boston or something.
No, I was in Texas.
know you were
just
in
moved back
California.
the other day. I'm a Cali born and raised kid, motherfucker.
Wait, you were born and raised in Sacramento?
No, Ventura.
Oh, I'm
And then I
sorry.
came up to NorCal. Yeah.
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 Okay, that
Okay,
explains.
no,
a lot.
well, no, okay,
wonder-
no.
Whoa.
For
No wonder you're
non-Californians, please
No
explain
wonder you're
why.
pensive and angry.
Please explain why that's funny.
Fair enough.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Ventura?
Bad.
It's Southern California, right?
Yep.
Well, just because you say Ventura, and I think of Los Venturas.
Southern California
and I
is
don't
a
think they're the
different,
same
like I
thing.
said, Southern California is a different country than Northern California. Just like Northern California is a different country than Indiana.
But I was born there. I came up in NorCal when I was a baby, so I'm a NorCal child.
Oh my goodness! Wow. All right. What do you know about Northern California? Nothing.
Wow.
I was raised in the suburbs. I act like I'm hard, but Petaluma is a suburb. Like the most thing that we're famous for is a little girl being kidnapped and murdered. Like that's what we're known for. Like
really,
Petaluma,
nothing like Scott Peterson or anything like that.
It was polyclass. Polyclass, my friend. That was like all the rage for 3 months on national media when I was maybe 12.
We didn't have anything like that.
Liz actually fucking lived right down the street from her, and it freaks me out because that could have been Liz, and she knew Polly, and Polly was kidnapped and murdered by Richard Allen Davis, and that's what our city is known for. And we're the chicken and egg capital of the world. Yes, we're the chicken and egg capital of the world.
That's a feather to put in your cap, isn't it?
Yeah, we're known for trains.
Oh, boom! Nice pun.
Oh crap! I didn't even intend for that. Never mind. I should have just went with it.
You just stumbled on brilliance, my friend.
Oh, that's the best kind.
Keep going to that well. Keep going to that well.
No. I can't force it because if I do, I'm just going to come off looking like even more of an idiot than I already am.
Oh yeah.
No, where was Jean-Benet Ramsey? Where was that?
Oh God.
Was that in Carolina?
That was a creepy fucking.
That sounds about right, though.
Remember the whole conspiracy theories? Like if you play their interviews backwards, they say we did it. Or
see, here's the. Oh yeah. If you watch the Jean-Benet court cases while listening to a Marilyn Manson album, then it says Satan loves you or something like that. Like, which I'm sure is the case if you did enough homework, but that doesn't mean it was fucking intentional.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Jean-Benet Ramsey, I think that was like New England area.
Okay.
Like that was a creepy fucking story. If you want something that I think should be made federally illegal, is child beauty pageants. They are so weird to me. They are so weird to me.
Honey boo boo.
You fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
You weirdo moms. You're bad parents.
We actually talked about this. Hunch and I did in the recordings that he refuses to
Bad.
send to me because he doesn't want to collaborate with me.
It's fucking weird.
Even though I brought him on my show.
Kid beauty pageants.
We talked about Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah. Are they sex objects now? Because that's what beauty is. It's
yeah. Don't they do bikini stuff too, or like swimsuit?
Yes, they do.
It's fucking creepy. It's
like, okay,
fucking
you want to
creepy.
put them in nice dresses and tiaras.
Donnie Darko.
Patrick Swayze is a bad man.
He's also dead. And also Roundhouse
shit.
Kicks.
Oh no, I feel bad. No, his character in that movie was a bad man. God damn it. Patrick Swayze, you hero. Icon of my youth. I've seen Dirty Dancing like 25 times.
What are your feelings on Roundhouse? Or Roadhouse, excuse me. Not
Roadhouse?
Roundhouse. Roadhouse. Roadhouse has roundhouses in it.
Yeah,
Meatloaf? Get up in there, Meatloaf. Yeah. Showing his acting skills.
Oh, who was he in
was
that?
not his only movie. He was in Roadhouse.
Right, but who was he? What was he?
I don't know. I don't even think I saw it. I just remember the posters.
Oh.
All those movies are the same. Was Roadhouse the one he did with Wesley Snipes where they were doing kung fu and stuff?
No. Wait,
That was a good
Patrick
one.
Swayze did a movie with Wesley Snipes where they were doing kung fu?
Well, he did a movie where they were transvestites called Tu Wong
Tu
Fu
Wong-
Fu. Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, which was a horrible movie. It was like John Leguizamo really went hard on that role.
Yeah.
He really went hard on that role.
I
He's
remember.
fucking good in Baz Luhrmann movies. John Leguizamo was good in Moulin Rouge and Romeo and Juliet.
He was in a zombie movie with Dennis Hopper that I dug.
Oh yeah, he was in that's Day of the Dead or
that-
Land of the Dead. Land of the Dead.
Is that Land of the Dead?
It's
Okay.
George Romero's. Yeah, he's always making those social commentaries with zombie movies. Night of the Living Dead was originally was originally an allegory for the Vietnam War, I think, or the Cold War, or just the war against communism. Okay, Charles, you know what?
Stop pooping.
What's up, Steve?
At least he's not
All right,
pooping.
I'm with you.
At least he's not pooping.
Oh, he's pooping. He's pooping. We try to keep that localized to a certain area.
Chiz, if you're doing anything else on your channel. Anyway, links in the description for everybody here. Katie only has a Twitter, but you can go check it out. At Little Miss Katie. I am at Lefty643 is at Dr. Chiz, and of course at ZoMyGodATouch. And Chiz, Dr. Coffee MD on YouTube. You had a nice little skit go up.
I did.
How was that received?
It was received very good for a good majority. I want to say 80% of people got the concept that it was in fact satire, but for the other 20%, blatant hate. Just
Usually how it is, though.
Just
I think
unbridled rage and entitlement.
Yeah.
I think it's got 800 likes to almost 200 dislikes right now.
Yeah. You know what?
Because
YouTube commentator. Have you heard of comedians talk about their relationship with hecklers?
Yes.
I've watched.
Yeah.
I know, but I've
YouTubers-
seen heckler videos on YouTube, and they're
YouTubers
awesome.
have an interesting relationship with their commenters, don't they? It's sort of like hecklers. Like, even though 90% of the crowd might be laughing, you're only going to focus on that 10% that's like talking on their phone or not really paying attention to what you have to say.
They're the loudest percent.
Oh, yes, they are.
And because a lot of them are, if they're hateful and vitriolic, that's just going to get a response out of you.
But I did the skit, Lefty, if you don't know, was on. I did a spoof on the video games equal gun violence thing, and I went out of the realm with that. I was like,
I got to preview it because I'm
Yes,
special.
You went Paul Thomas Anderson with it? You went out of the bubble? You went out of the box?
I was like, Pac-Man leads to prescription drug abuse, and Kirby led to like obese children. I went everywhere because if you're gonna link violent video games to gun violence, you can link video games to anything that's wrong in the country. So I titled it "Petition to Ban Video Games," and that just sent people over the rage and anger. They either didn't get the satire behind it, or they just read the title and went dislike.
I think that was probably a large
I want to
contingent.
say we have 10 signatures on our U.S. Gov petition.
You know what's
90,000. Yeah.
89,990 to go. Yeah.
Hey, if we can get the Death Star to be pulled, we can get more fun.
Oh yeah, the Death Star.
Yeah.
The petition
Yeah,
to
there's no
build
reason
the
they
Death Star.
upped it though. That sucks. It was 25,000. Then the Death Star thing came up, and they raised it to 100,000.
They're like, all right, you get us this one time. So
Yeah.
fuck off.
I just wanted to ban all fun. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a good.
Oh.
It was a good video. It was very tongue in cheek the whole time.
I feed a little dog cheese in the video. How do you not like that? I get hit with a
Hey, you shouldn't be
paddle.
giving dogs cheese. That's not cool, man. That's not
It's
cool.
adorable. It's adorable.
Well,
How
they
dare
have
you.
to. It rips up their insides. That's what's up.
It's adorable. I will take adorableness over the insides of a dog any day. You can't see the insides.
I'm kind of with you on that, actually. So-
Yeah, but you know who can feel the insides? The dog.
Well, the dog can't speak English now, can he? Yet.
Not yet.
Not
yet.
Maybe they should learn to if they want to make it in California.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You want to be
Stupid-
part of this country, stupid
stupid
dog. Start learning to
dogs.
speak English.
Yeah.
We're not
Sound
gonna
familiar?
dog or
Yeah.
Sound familiar?
Oh yeah,
Sound familiar?
yeah. That's why I don't care. Dog wants to go for a walk.
dogs.
You
Wait.
get hit by a car crossing the street, guess what? Learn to read the sign.
Yeah.
It's now your turn to
Oh,
We were
win.
just having a conversation about this the other day. Like, I have a friend who's a school teacher, and I was telling him, like, he was making the observation that in the last, 3 years, kids have really started to become more and more distracted. And I, being the defiant contrarian that I am, so with a history of competitiveness with this particular individual, made the case that it's his responsibility as a teacher to adapt to the times that are changing and not the other way around. Kids don't need to adapt to me. What the fuck?
Right.
I'm on my way out. I'm I'm not dying soon, but they're the ones that are inheriting the earth.
It's your
Let
job
them,
to grab
let them
their
decide
attention.
what pace they want to go at. And if they want to go real fast paced and they're easily distracted, you probably need to learn a new way to teach the kids because their little minds have changed because of
Yeah.
the culture that we've allowed to spring up. They are distracted because of us. So you can't get mad at kids or say that they're not intelligent. Like, so many kids know so many specific details about Call of Duty, like particular gun stats, 1.32 fucking recoil kick. I don't know what the fuck any of that
they've
means in an
attuned
Xbox Ahoy
they've
video, but his
tuned their
voice is so
vision. They can
know, like-
program the distance. They know
Yeah.
like what in a game in a virtual
yeah,
world
one
they
of my
know
friends,
like
yeah. One of my friends is sorry, yeah.
no that was my point that they can they've become so in tune with the rules that they've trained their brains to
Yes.
like I know how what I can and
They're
can't
like
do in this
Neo
world.
in the Matrix when they play a video game because they're not thinking of it the way we are.
The first
So, like,
one.
Oh, no, my friend. He really came into his own in the second Matrix, actually. So,
I mean, what, in the first one,
that's when he
stopped the
really
bullet and
accepted-
flew. I mean, come on.
no, he only realized that he was the one at the end of the first movie, and
Yeah.
he had conviction in that moment. And then the second movie was about his doubt, and then the third movie was about his acceptance of him being the one. So I don't even remember what the fuck we were talking about.
We were talking about
we even got
adapting to
there.
children versus the children adapting to.
I don't think people are stupid. I don't think the world is getting stupider. I don't.
I think there's some pretty stupid people.
No, I don't think George Carlin thought people were stupid either. I think he thought people were entertaining. That's what I think.
Because of their stupidity.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's because of their
fun to laugh at
stupidity.
stupid.
I'm sure you could find examples of stupidity in your own life if you looked hard enough.
Yes.
So it's impossible to judge anyone else without, like, I don't think people are getting stupider. I don't buy that at all.
Getting stupider as a whole? I don't know markedly, but I think there's a lot of
the word
dumb
stupider. I just want to point that
ignorant,
Yeah.
willfully ignorant. And I think a lot less people in the world are willfully ignorant now than there were 50 years ago. I think there are more people on this planet that understand that women should be treated probably better than like having stones thrown at them, and like we
I
are
don't know about
progressive.
that. I can't really get on board
The
with
global
that.
sense, I'll agree with him, but
I'm just kidding, Katie,
I
babe.
really don't.
Were we ever really that? We were innovators, and like, look what we're doing in a digital realm. We're still
Look how far
innovating.
behind
We're
our
still
policy
innovating.
compared to like Europe and whatnot.
Microsoft and Apple are both American companies, right? So is Google. So is
Bam.
Google. So is Facebook.
America!
So is Twitter. So the websites, and I'm not taking anything away from the rest of the world, because look at fucking what Kim.com is doing with Mega. Whether or not you support piracy, he is making an impression on the world and making people think differently about things. I don't know if I agree with his approach, but I mean, he's a fucking pioneer in his own mind, that's for sure. And
he's just, if you follow him on Twitter, he's just living it up. Zero fucks given.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
I'm
just
gonna
like,
go
whatever.
to KFC. I'm gonna go take my helicopter to KFC. I'll be right back.
no.
And he'll still like tweet pictures of it, him doing it. Like, no, seriously, I'm going to KFC on a helicopter.
No, for the longest time, when I first heard of Kim.com, when they first made those arrests, I was like,
Yeah. I kind
some
of like
fucking
him, though.
loser
I kind of like
Kim.
him.
He's
No, but
awesome.
then I watched him, and then I looked at his Twitter, and I saw all of his images. I'm like, this dude's fucking
Did
awesome.
you see the letter? Did you see the letters that he wrote his neighbors?
No.
Oh yes. So he moved into the richest neighborhood of, I think, Sweden or Switzerland, wherever he's from. It's one of those two countries. I think it's Switzerland, actually.
Okay.
I think it's. Fuck, I don't know. I think it's Switzerland. But he went to this really upscale, and so he was living next to, like, I don't know, oil barons and like inheritance trust fund people that just have money for no reason.
Old
Besides,
money.
They're just old money.
He was on
So
he was
moved
on
in, and then
West
they were
Egg.
all. This was after he had gone to prison, I think, or right before. But they knew who he was, and all of them were like real skeptical. So he wrote them all this like real sarcastic like email, and it was even an email, I think, the way he sent it, which is pretty funny because his frontier is a digital frontier. But he was like real scathing and kind of smarmy with the way that he was just like, I assure you, I am not dangerous. You're welcome to come to my pool, jacuzzi, da 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 da. I'm paraphrasing, but like, yeah, he's a rock star. Kim.com is a fucking rock star.
No, yeah, I'm glad I read up on him before completely writing him off, because I was like, guy changed his name, whatever, and then I look, I'm like, this dude's pretty fucking awesome.
But the rest of the world likes to point their finger at America and say, "Ha, you guys are fucking stupid," because Rome is collapsing. I think we can all agree on that at this point. It's a very slow collapse, but we are not the world's superpower anymore in the way that we used to be. No fucking way.
Well, not in the way we used to be, but I mean,
Not
we
the
can
way that
still
we used to be,
project
no.
power like nobody else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the hallmarks of a superpower, is the ability to project power throughout the globe.
Like nobody
throughout the
else?
globe.
Like nobody else?
Who else can project power like we can?
I mean, not that I
North
respect.
Korea can't project power.
Not that I
What are you talking
respect.
about?
Not that I respect the act itself, but September 11th was not an act of power by their standards. Like I'm saying that we learned the lesson that we are just as vulnerable as a lot of other people. And I'm not saying that was right. I fucking abhor murder, and I think some dogs need to be put down, and I fucking support Osama bin Laden being shot twice in the head and Mozambique drill. You know, one was it 2 in the chest and 1 in the head. But
Yeah.
like,
Isn't that Black Hawk Down?
but you can't say that America is the only country that can display power. Look
No,
at
I'm
what
talking
happened.
about militarily
Look-
project power. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about.
that, I mean, at what cost? Look at our deficit. And where does all of our money go to? Defense spending. If we
Okay,
took,
but then so then don't project
do we
power.
really need? Okay, exactly. Do we really need military bases in Saudi Arabia? It's pissing off a lot of people. A lot.
Even the military.
that is their most.
Okay, but
sacred
that's
land.
that's an answer to a separate question. You asked who else is a superpower like us, and I said I don't think anybody. 'cause
China?
We can project.
China?
China doesn't have the Navy to project their power like they.
They're
like we can.
isolationists now, but they are stocking up provisions, my
Maybe
friend.
soon they will, but right now they can't project
No,
military
we'll lend you
power like
money.
that.
We'll lend you money. We'll charge you
park a
interest.
boat right on the U.S. and just come
charge you-
walking in.
In fact, we'll even incorporate the free market into our communist government. And like, how the fuck did that work? That doesn't make any sense. Karl Marx would look at China with just like, what? Like, no, that's not what I was saying, guys.
Yeah.
Mao Zedong is probably rolling in his,
No,
I don't
he's
know
the
enough
one that
about-
made it that way.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say. I don't
The
know
Great Leap
enough
Forward,
about-
peasants should forge steel in their backyards. What? But anyway, thank you to Mike Lockwood on Twitter that actually got the Great Gatsby reference. Love you. Tweet us
There you
using
go.
hashtag Lefty Show. Was I right when I said West Egg is old money, or is
they
East
weren't-
Egg old money?
But hold on,
East
let's
Egg
go
was old
back
money?
a second
Okay.
ago because China is not the only. The American government was telling United States citizens that they should all build bomb shelters, and like they were whipping us into the same sort of like.
Oh yeah.
We
of
were
course that
scared shitless for good reason. We were that close to nuclear warfare. That 13 days, Cuban Missile Crisis. We were literally that close to.
Yep.
Both coasts just being wiped off the face of the planet, and Russia. I shudder to think what would have happened to that country. Because he would have dropped that fucking bomb. For sure. Oh my God, he would have dropped that bomb. And like,
JFK, I'll show you who's the big swinging dick in this world.
but wait, my point is like the rest of the country likes to. I mean, everybody sort of likes to see the bully get bullied on, and I think that's sort of what's happening in this country. And we're coming to terms with it culturally. We're sort of allowing ourselves to be humbled, and it's not a very graceful process for a lot of us. But do we really need to be the best country in the world? Why is that a thing?
Not at this cost.
Do you know that I was literally raised?
Well, I'd rather not live in the Sudan.
Oh fucking!
You know what I'm
This is like,
saying?
is Ricky Bobby running this government though? Like, that makes
He
no
was
sense.
about 4 years ago.
You don't see fucking Paris trying to be the best country in the world. They don't give a shit because they already, in their minds, they already know they're the best country in the world. So they don't
Yeah,
give a
right.
shit. Like, why
That's
the
the
fuck do
French
they
people
need? Why do we need the recognition of other people? We're like the old scriptures. We're like Yahweh at that point, where it's like, fear me and revere me at the same time. That's sort of the mentality that's been persisting ever since fucking, I don't know, what, World War I? World War II?
Well, we're also at a point in our society where I forget how to say it all the time. Is it Keynesian or Keynesian economic? I think it's Keynesian. One of the ideas of Keynesian economics is that it's meant towards laborers and workers, but it also applies to consumers, that they will make economic decisions based on nominal wage or price increases or decreases, and not relative or normalized fluctuations in wages and prices. And so we're at a point.
See, you've already lost me at that point.
But
I didn't even show up to my economics final. I literally just didn't show up. I didn't show up. I did not show. I got a U. It was worse than an F. It was an unofficial withdrawal, which means they just stopped showing up. Like,
fine. Got a U, man. What'd you get a D? I got a fucking U.
I got a U, man. I got a U. Yeah. You want to have dick measuring contests about who got worse grades?
But
No, I'm saying that I am impressed by your knowledge of economics, but I can't follow you because I don't know what any of that means.
I've just
learned a couple big words.
Yeah, I've learned to regurgitate it. It's phonetic mostly. But anyway, on the other side of this break, we're gonna wrap up the show talking about a few different things. Be sure to hit a like or drop that like button, rape that like button, make out with it, all that great stuff. We got a lot more to talk about. You can follow all of us on Twitter. I'm at Lefty643. Our producer's at Little Miss Katie. Over there's at Dr. Chiz, and of course at Oh My God It's Hutch, and of course the O is a 0. You've got the left. We'll be right back.
Should be.
It's Lefty. This is the Lefty Show.
Learned my lesson last time when the headphones came flying off.
Yeah, that was awesome.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't awesome. It was
People got to see
embarrassing.
your ear for the second time.
Oh yeah, people get to see. They get to see. No, because the headphones make my hair look all funny.
Wow, you got a nice dent in your hair there.
What are you doing over there, George Clooney?
So everybody's.
You gotta grow out a beard. You gotta grow a thick white beard.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, you can.
I grow. I mean, I need to start taking you need to start taking
Johnny,
steroids. That's
Johnny
fine.
Depp can grow a beard. You can grow a beard. That's my point.
No, I can't go.
Johnny Depp patches. He rocks those patches, man. He doesn't give a
No,
shit.
I'm not
He's
going to
got
own those
3
patches.
large
No. I'm
whiskers
not at
just
the
in
point in my
middle of
life
his
where I'm
face.
owning those patches. I'll own other things, but I'm not owning up to like being.
Yeah,
like
what else will you own, Lefty?
Look at Katie's face during this whole discussion.
Yeah.
His facial hair.
Katie
She's
gives me
like,
shit when I don't. No, she knows that I grow.
What does Katie give you shit for?
When I don't shave.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah.
I
You
just
have
say
hold on.
You have a picture of me.
wait.
You have a picture of
Allow
me on
me
your
to
phone that
continue.
you lovingly refer to as.
Mexican
Lefty, I
Lefty.
Oh my God, Katie, send me it now.
No.
Mexican
No.
Lefty.
Oh, no, it's not gonna
You just
happen.
made me throw up a little bit in my mouth. Wait, hold on. So, Katie, you don't get on his case about shaving? Because I think that's
No,
bullshit if you
because I
did.
just said it once, and he was just like, "All right, I'm gonna shave all the
Wait,
time."
so what'd you say once?
I've never had to say anything.
She
I just said it made me
mockingly
look
she was like,
Mexican.
"You didn't shave today, did you?" I'm like, no.
Do you know
she's-
that
It's not like I reprimanded him.
I get told the same thing if I shave. I have girls tell me, Katie, like, don't shave. They just tell me to grow a beard, and like that's where the beard came from. So
No, that's fine, but your
it's all the
beard is
good girls.
epic.
Everything guys do. It's just to. I mean, the
You have an epic
straight
beard.
guys, straight. Yeah, but I didn't iron this. It was given to me. I was born this way. If you saw Big Hutch, you'd see. But Big Hutch has just a fucking. He has a beard that puts mine to shame.
Oh, okay.
Shame. Yeah. He's a lion in winter now, though. He's got white facial hair.
Oh.
Hey, so I thought of a topic. Do you have a topic or what?
No, lay it on me.
I was going to say I have no fucking clue what's going on in the YouTube crowd, and I love it. I've been having so much fun with just video games lately. Mm-hmm. So, like, at what point, I don't know. Let's just see where that topic goes, but that's just a thought that I had.
So what you're trying to say is you haven't been, like, keeping up with the drama, who's fighting who?
Drama.
Well, like, I actually support Drama Alert.
Okay.
to many people's chagrin.
It's his dirty secret right there.
But you personally haven't been
really
getting involved.
Dude, he calls me out on the regular for shit, and like I get people come in and be like, "You fucking money whore," and like, so it's not like I don't get the consequences of that kind of behavior, but I just think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. I think it's like the TMZ of YouTube, which is sort of
TMZ because it's not ever facts or truth. It's just blatant jump to this conclusion really quickly and get first out there.
It's so funny. And, like, the graphics that he uses, I don't know. Sometimes he's a little, like, he said some shit that's kind of stirred my pot a little bit where I'm like, you fucking dick, bringing my wife into it and shit like that. And, like, you had fisticuffs the other day. I don't even fucking know that guy. I don't know fisticuffs.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then I heard someone on Twitter mention that he said something. I don't even know what he said about Liz. It doesn't matter, but, like, he doesn't know Liz. Liz is, like, the loveliest woman she's so nice and lovely.
I don't like the involvement of non-combatants.
So
I think involving non-combatants.
As soon as someone brings my like family into the my family, dude, just my family.
I'm just gonna shoot somebody.
She just took my last name yesterday. Oh my god. I can't tell you what that does to your little feels.
Does it make the feels good or I'm assuming good,
yeah,
right?
Dude, it's great. It's
Mr. and Mrs. Hutchinson.
Oh, I was going to say Mr. and Mrs. Fields.
Like, I like Drama Alert because it's so blatantly, like, a parody. Mm-hmm. And I got way too involved in it for a while there because I was like, no, guys, it's a fucking community, man. It was just, and I got a little spaced out with my approach. And then I realized that, like, people are the way that they are, and the internet is no different from what's going on out there. People just kind of work in cliques, and that's how they work. And
I remember there was a day back in the day, it was, what is Hutch going to say about this? I remember it was giveaways was one big thing.
Oh, dear. Oh, God.
The days of Black Ops, and then bumping. Chiz, was there anything else?
Oh, I didn't talk about bumping. I talked about bumping more on, like, Twitter, but I just thought bumping.
That was so-called racist. Remember that one, the free-for-all in Black Ops?
Yeah.
That was a big one. You were responsible for
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, people thought I was just trying to, like, I have a black sister, so I'm not racist, but they didn't listen to the whole story. It's like, no, dudes, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the fact that I have a black sister lends itself to the fact that I'm familiar with diversity. I lived with it. Like, it's not weird to me to live with someone who has different color skin. That was the whole point. And so, like, the fact that these guys centered on, they thought it was a racist video.
I was of the mind for the longest time that you, Hutch, had this. When you say cult of personality, but when you say cult of personality, it sounds like a negative connotation. But I don't mean it like that. I mean that. But I mean that I always thought that,
personality. Is that what you said?
No, a cult of personality, where your followers were so loving of you that you never got anything even resembling hate or negativity or anything like that. Right, but I found it out to be different.
That's what everyone thinks, but it's totally not true. I've had people knocking me, like when my ex-girlfriend cheated on me. You'd read the comments from back in those days. People were saying stuff like, yeah, look at you. No wonder she cheated on you. I'm at my lowest point, and it's just like single tear, lip tremble. It's just... So people that think that, oh, you never had to deal with hate up in your skybox with air conditioning, it's like... Fuck off! I was working my little titties off for no money. No, now I'm getting a little self-righteous. What's going on?
Don't be so modest. You've got nice titties, okay?
No, but I'm saying, I think we're now emerging into this new space on YouTube where it's like, I wouldn't say the bubble has bursted. No way. I'd say the bubble has gotten bigger, and there's a lot more people in that bubble. And there are a few people like the PewDiePies of the world and the CNNers of the world that have really done a good job of being consistent, being consistently good. Right. PewDiePie is a fucking pro editor. I don't care if you like his shit or not. I don't necessarily watch all of PewDiePie's videos, but like, he's really good at telling a story, and so is Nanners. Like, Nanners is an editor. He studied filmmaking. He wanted to make documentaries, and then just got bored, started making Call of Duty videos, and got a job. And he's really good at that. And but I think we're coming into this new spot on YouTube where it's more about, do I really care about what the other guy's doing? Like, I'd rather just play Trials and.
Right, just do your own
I
thing.
might sound a little sanctimonious right now, like I never made a mistake. No, if anything, I'm acknowledging my mistakes and saying that we need to like stop.
You just don't want to be a part of that anymore. Like, you,
No, I don't
is that
think
what you're saying? That
anybody
you don't
does,
want
really.
that? You just
I don't think anybody does really. It's like when you're. I don't think anybody does really. They can't be fun.
Yeah.
That can't be a fun YouTubing experience. Well, it can be if it's for the purpose of like knowledge seeking. Like Lefty, you have an interesting way of running your channel. It's like a radio show, and you pick topics that you've clearly given it a lot of thought on, and you can't knock that. You can't knock that.
But I also do mix in a little bit of the fun stuff. We have funsies.
Well, that's your personality. That's your personality. That's why.
Bad.
That's why
Bad.
I think it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Racist
When you when you
Stop! Don't with the waste.
That's what he's doing.
Dick. What'd you say, Katie?
I said you're fishing for compliments.
You be
And then she
quiet.
called you a dick.
So give him a
No, I
compliment,
didn't.
Katie.
Yeah,
So give him a
Katie.
compliment, Katie. He's a gentle spirit. You want to foster that gentle spirit? Look at those puppy eyes,
He's
man.
about to cry right now.
You're a little
Put it
kid.
down.
And you're hurting him. You're hurting him, Katie.
I can do
You're
better
helping
puppy
him.
eyes.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
don't
she
do
can.
it.
DNA.
No,
Don't do it,
No, I'm
Katie.
not going to do it.
I'm not looking. That's like
Yeah.
Medusa.
I'll save that for Lefty. Make him feel
Flash of the
better.
Titans. Dude from Avatar.
Who?
Reference in here.
Clash of the Titans. I had to chop off Medusa's head.
Oh yeah. No.
Jesus, Lefty.
Percy Jackson.
Ah.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry. I'm not a filmophile. I don't
No, I'm
watch
sorry,
everything
Percy
and
Jackson.
Clash of
everything.
the Titans.
Better than
Wait,
Clash the Titans.
Never saw it.
Wasn't he also a man on a ledge?
Clash of the Titans is
Never-
like Greek
and never-
mythology,
never
though,
read
isn't
the
it?
Yes,
mythology
he was on
either.
Man on a ledge. Thank you, Katie.
Never read the
Just saying.
mythology.
If anyone actually saw that crappy movie.
You never learned about it in like third grade? Come on,
No, I
like,
never
Greek mythology is amazing.
What?
Homer.
Roman mythology.
fucking Homer.
No, never read it. Sorry.
Homer?
So wait, why?
know
Wait,
what?
hold on. I
Why-
caught a man on the ledge
did you not
reference.
read
Have you not
Yeah.
seen Troy? Have you seen Troy or Brother Where Art Thou? Then you're familiar with
I've seen
Homer.
a little bit of Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
That's a retelling of either the Iliad or the Odyssey. I think it's the Odyssey. They
The
got
Odyssey.
They got the muses. They got the
Oh.
flood.
The
They got
Odyssey.
everything. Yeah.
So what about Man on a Ledge, Lefty? What? Why
I don't
did
know.
you
I saw
care
somebody
about-
talking about Man on a Ledge.
Whoa.
Chiz, you
Oh,
Yeah,
mentioned
because
the
it's the
guy
same
from Clash
actor.
of the
It's the same
Titan, yeah,
actor.
it's the same actor
That's
Katie
so.
brought up.
they're-
Oh.
That's so funny that they're. Man
Bad
on a Wire
movie.
was actually a good popcorn movie. That was all right.
Wait,
It's
Man
like
on
phone
a Wire or
Wire
Man on
or
a
Man on a
Ledge?
Man on a Ledge. Man on a Wire was a good like thinking movie.
Uh-huh.
Man on a Ledge was like Phone Booth, directed by Joel Schumacher, starring Colin Farrell and
No.
Kiefer Sutherland.
I like
No.
Phone Booth.
Phone
I've seen
Booth was
Phone
the
Booth.
shit,
Awful.
motherfucker. Back the
No.
fuck off.
No.
What are you saying? I'm saying it's
Oh, movie
amazing.
talk.
No.
Joel Schumacher fucked up Batman, and he even apologized for it after. But he
Which
still
Batman
did a
did
good
he
job.
do?
Fucking Forever and Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Forever wasn't bad.
or as I like to
Forever,
call
Forever
them,
was
the nipple
like a.
Batman.
Or as I like to call them, the downward spiral. Yeah, like Forever was okay, but it really was a
Batman
fucking.
and Robin was fucking horrible.
Batman and Robin was awful. Yeah.
They
okay,
made the
yeah.
mistake of playing off of Tim
Clooney
Burton's
was-
universe. They got Joel Schumacher to play to continue off of Tim Burton's universe, and Joel Schumacher didn't know what the fuck he was doing,
Yeah.
and so he made like these ridiculous outfits and cast Alicia Silverstone as
I thought that was
Catwoman,
a
and
good idea to show
Ah.
nipples on the costume. Clooney probably regrets that.
I don't know. See, like if you want to hear spoiler alert for The Dark Knight Rises, if you don't want to hear anything for the next 3. Really, you haven't seen it?
I
Oh
haven't
my
seen
goodness,
any of the
I have, and it
trilogy.
was awesome. I saw it. On
I haven't seen
I haven't
Dark Knight
seen any
Rises,
of
but
the
I don't give a
trilogy
fuck.
from
I mean, it doesn't
Nolan.
matter. I'm going to see it anyway, so it's not going to ruin my.
Yeah, spoilers don't bother me. Go ahead. He's freaking. I know. I'm one of the people who has not seen any of the trilogy. I know.
That's just intellectual dishonesty. Are you
I
gonna
think that's
deprive
worse than
yourself-
me hating Revolutions, Matrix Revolutions. I think that's
It
worse.
is far
Reloaded.
worse. It is far worse than you. How have you not seen the fucking Nolan Batman trilogy, Chiz? Jesus Christ!
Want to know why? Because fuck DC Comics.
Wow. Oh, you know what? I respect that. A man of principle. The
Actually,
Avengers.
I haven't gone.
The Avengers was a solid movie, but
The
it was,
Avengers was
but it was no Dark Knight Rises. Away, my friend. Away.
All right, so get to your spoiler alert.
Okay, so in Nolan's universe, they hinted at or introduced Robin in a very classy homage kind of way, whereas Joel Schumacher was just like, ugh, fucking what's his name? Robin. Who played Robin? Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell.
From Kinsey, and then like Alicia, he just kind of clumsily threw characters in there, and like
I dug Chris O'Donnell as Robin in Forever. In Batman Forever.
Forever was okay, but like Val Kilmer is kind of a douchebag.
Kind of.
He wasn't a good Bruce Wayne because he's too fucking weird. Like Val Kilmer's definitely killed a hooker or two in his life. You can just tell by looking at him.
Look at his face. You can see it in his eyes.
Take one glance at Val Kilmer, and you know he's just gone to some dark places.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah.
He was good in Heat for that very reason, because in Heat, that character was an asshole, and I'm pretty sure Val Kilmer's an asshole, even though I've never met him.
He really looks like one.
Yeah. I
Isn't
think
he
he's
gay?
an asshole for...
I'm pretty sure he's gay.
I don't think so.
No, he looks very masculine.
No, watch the Doors. Me and Liz just watched that last night, and like he is not...
I've heard he's gay. Never mind. Maybe I should stop reading the National
every
Enquirer. That's
actor
my
in Hollywood
problem.
is accused of being gay because they show feelings, because they act. And like, if you show feelings, apparently you're gay. You're a guy.
Brad Pitt, if you're gay, I'll give you my number.
Brad Pitt's not gay. They do that. That guy loves.
You know who's also really not gay? George Clooney, which I respect him for his.
Stacy fucking Keebler.
Yeah. I respect him for his.
Hold on. I think everybody in here should slow clap for George Clooney right now for Stacy Keebler. Katie.
Nah.
Katie.
Wow, Katie.
That's because no, you know what? That's because redheads fucking hate blondes. Hate blondes. You hate blondes, do you not? Am I making that up or not?
No. Well, I'm not a natural redhead.
Why do you hate Stacy Keebler?
Okay, yeah, all right. No, you just dark-haired girls don't like blonde girls. They don't. They do not. They don't. Katie, don't fuck me on this one. I'm right. Yes, thank you. All right.
No, what was I gonna say? I forget. Fuck it.
Anyways, so
no. He
awesome.
shuns convention. Oh, I should get married because I'm a rich, famous actor. Screw that. I'm just gonna fuck hot broads. I'm George Clooney.
He's a really good actor, and he was like real active with like Darfur and stuff like that. He's just
he
looking
got
for the next
arrested.
He's just looking for Dar. He's just looking for Dar 5 now. You know.
Oh.
Boom.
Yep.
Fucking Bruno.
Hold on, I got
so
one.
Funny.
Hold on. Where is it?
Do you have a snare like
There it is.
Or,
it's got to load.
that's just so anticlimactic. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well,
it's got to load because Google.
When you gotta be Johnny on the spot with the soundboard.
I know.
There you go. Okay, now you're just going orgy.
Oh boy.
You like me when I first discovered yak backs when I was like 12. Remember
Oh my
Yak Backs?
God, yak backs.
Those little devices so you could. Yeah. Oh wow! Yeah, there you go. Tell me to wrap it up by giving me one of those. I think you should fucking do that, dude.
What
I'm
was
not
the thing
kidding.
that Macaulay Culkin had in Home Alone? What was that? His little.
What are you talking about?
Were those the talkback things?
It was just.
That was a yak back.
Was that a yak back?
Okay. No, I know what you mean.
Yes!
That was the cracked out yak back. It wasn't a yak back. It was a full on like.
It had like a tape recorder,
fucking
microphones.
mic that came out, and you're just like.
That was the thing.
That's the toy that you pick up in Toys R Us, and you're like, I want this one, and your parents get you a yak back.
And they're like, nah.
You get the one with 2 buttons that you can like change the speed of your voice, and that's it. And then I took it to school and recorded "Seal Kiss from a Rose" and played it in class in like 6th grade, and got yelled at by Miss Scrambling while she was teaching us theology.
But that was a great song. You know what? Screw her. She should have recognized
Kiss
great
from
artistry.
a Rose?
Yeah, Kiss from a Rose is a great
so deep,
song.
son. That hits me right in the feels. You don't know how deep that is.
I just love
Kiss
Seal
from a
singing
Rose.
it. I just wish I had a voice like that. Katie doesn't like it.
I
That dude's-
think it's mediocre. I don't think it's like an amazing song or anything.
Seal is like a beautiful black Gary Busey. You know, like.
Yeah.
Thank you. My friends are laughing. Thank you.
No, I get
They're
the
laughing
beautiful
hard
black
at that
Gary
one.
Busey.
You
Wait,
know,
crazy Gary Busey? Like before
Yeah, I'm
his
saying the hot
motorcycle?
marks on his face and stuff.
Okay.
He's like a beautiful black Gary Busey that can sing ridiculously wonderful songs that make me consider things.
Juicy scary.
Busey is scary.
Sure, I can't.
Do you know they said that his brain injuries after his motorcycle accident make him completely and utterly compulsive? Like his id is him now.
Yeah.
Wait, Gary Busey?
Yeah, they said like
I think he was his in long before any car accident. Really? Like when did this happen?
I don't know. I just read it. Oh, I forget where. It wasn't like a doctor or anything like that. It was a.
Is that fucking possible? You can get hit in the head and become like Tim Curry in Legend?
I don't think it's that bad, but I think more open to being compulsive and just being the way.
He had a serious fucking motorcycle accident.
Right, his brain was messed up. And I think he had to have surgery.
Wait, I didn't even hear about this. Gary Busey was in a motorcycle accident?
That's why he's fucked up right
That's
now.
why he's so crazy. That's why.
I haven't
why
even
he's
seen
weird.
him recently. That's my point. I didn't know. Wait,
No. I think it was in between. I think it was in between Point Break and something else.
Lethal Weapon?
No, Lethal Weapon was before Point Break. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Maybe it was before, after Lethal Weapon, and before. Oh, Katie, you know what? Are you producing the show or what?
Yeah, she's just, she just took on. She had her own little headphones. She was like, "Whatever, fuck."
The hell was that, Katie?
I'm sorry.
Podcast.
I heard someone crying,
Oh.
so I was curious.
So you're not a natural redhead then?
Mm-mm.
Oh dear.
No, I'm a natural.
No,
like,
that didn't
dark
fit.
No, you know what? No, it's fine. I still find her just as beautiful and hot.
Oh, so you should put Hallelujah then.
There we go. Let's see.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Emma from The Vicious Kind had red streaks in her hair, I think. So.
Really, Lefty?
I throwing salt in your game, Lefty?
I had
All right.
to, no. I just wanted to hit the fart noise because
Yeah, I'm your sensei, motherfucker.
because
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
a sensei that refuses to send me the damn audio of our collaboration. What the
Oh,
hell
shit.
was
Where is
that?
I don't know, but it kind of scared me.
Was that like the bass drop of like those what was that? Yeah.
That's cool.
You need to be better with it. Katie needs to be on the soundboard. That's the producer's job, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but she has one job keeping up us on time. How has she done that this show?
I'm just gonna click buttons.
She's done a wonderful job this show, hasn't she?
Yes.
You have to know comedic
I have,
timing.
except for that one time.
Katie, okay, if you want to be Katie, I give you free reign if you want to be in charge of sound bites and you want to jump in.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yes.
Because you know what? A lot of people complain Katie doesn't get involved with the show enough, which, I mean, I
It's
think,
hard with you guys.
Well, sometimes
You know?
also when we're talking about YouTube stuff, what do you have to say about
Well, yeah.
that? The YouTube channel I don't have is. But
Well, Lefty, let me tell you, I've been around this business for a little while now, and every great host needs a great producer. Can't be doing the soundboards. Oh,
Yep.
that's fine. No,
Easy.
that's fine, Katie. If you want to be on the soundboards, please do.
Katie,
it's time to step up your fucking game, man.
Yeah. Ta-da.
Katie, you were supposed to answer the question there.
Yes or no?
I didn't hear anything.
I said,
All right,
will you... Fuck it, I'm done.
No, do it again. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I
You had me
literally didn't
captivated,
hear
Chiz.
Chiz, do it.
Just say yes, Katie, for Christ's sake.
Sure.
All right, thank
Jesus.
you.
What was even the question? Was it the question?
Will she
Never
be
mind.
in charge of the soundboard?
All right.
Oh my
That's
God.
good.
Holy
Katie,
fuck, are
Katie,
we
Katie,
not
Katie.
talking right now?
We're
Jesus.
falling apart. Last 5 minutes of the
Oh, boy.
podcast, we're falling apart. Oh, wait, let me go back and make my point. That this is how my mind works. Is I just remembered that I didn't finish a point. But everyone likes to pick on Americans for being stupid, and I don't think we're stupid. I think on an online front, American companies are doing really good shit online, and I'm not taking away from other companies too, but we are not all dumb, you fucking snobby Britons.
But there's a lot of dumb people, though. I mean, we're not all dumb.
Yeah,
but
okay,
I'm
I
assuming.
get that, but we need. Here's my argument: we need a different way to measure intelligence.
Okay, I will agree on that.
We need to update our way of measuring intelligence because we're telling kids now that they're stupid and they're smarter than we were. Kids now are way
But
more
I would
smart
say-
than we were. Way smarter because they have the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime their parents say they're starving kids in China, they'll go online and say, "Really? Because there's more in El Salvador. That's right below us. Can't we worry about them?"
Actually,
and
there's
then the
more
parents are
starving
going to be
people in El
like,
Salvador.
"I don't know, but they can't come here."
Yeah.
It's like that's why kids are smarter. That's why kids are smarter now is because they have a built-in bullshit detector. And people say it used to be, well, you can't rely on the internet for information. Yes, you can. Now you can.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, and then go to the
cites their
source.
sources. Go to their sources and see who funded those studies because that's important too.
But also, I think that no matter what you whatever benchmark you're using for stupid or not stupid, I would argue that there's a lot of stupid people in America, yes, but there's probably a comparable amount of stupid
that's a
people,
cultural problem.
relatively speaking, in England, in France, all over the world.
No. Our problem is narcissism. America's problem is narcissism. I was raised literally, and all as were all three of you, I imagine. Wait, Katie, you're not from Canada, right?
No.
Okay.
She does have a bit of a Canada sound to her sometimes.
A little bit. She's got a.
If you ever hear her say "oh crap," it's
crap.
No, I say that simply because on
no.
the Family
You
Guy
do
episode,
it off the cuff, and you don't even realize it.
Oh yeah.
Trust me.
Sure.
Well, what were we even talking about? God damn
Stupid
it.
people. Called
Stupid
narcissism. Called narcissism being a
Yeah,
problem
we
in
were
our
raised.
culture.
We were in America, in the United States. We were raised in school, literally with our teachers fucking telling us, "You live in the best fucking country in the world, and don't you forget it. Pledge allegiance." And then every July 4th, it's blowing shit up, and red, white, and blue, and fucking hot dogs.
Dude, fucking fireworks are awesome, bro.
Every 4th of July is just like it's like the light parade in Disneyland, but like everyone gets to see it in the fucking sky, and like so we're raised like fucking Romans or Germans or any number of other countries that they were raised being told that they were the best country in the world. I fucking guarantee you that. And I just don't think it's paying off for us. I think that Americans in general just need to display a lot more humility and compassion. Like, that's what I think. This fucking pull yourself up by the bootstrap shit only goes so far. Like, I agree with it to a certain extent.
It also doesn't work.
Yeah.
I think it does individually, but not collectively. We need each other. Like, it's your responsibility to pick yourself up, but it's then your responsibility to take what you've learned and use it out there. And
I need you, Hutch. I need you.
I need you, Lefty. You're my Agent Smith. Or am I your Agent Smith? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Who the
What
fuck
am
are
I?
you,
What would I
Chiz?
be to you?
Are you the Oracle? Is she Trinity? I don't even know.
She's
No.
Trinity.
Chiz is Morpheus. Chiz is Morpheus.
Then I gotta be Neo because
wow.
if she's
Chiz is
Trinity,
Morpheus. She's Trinity.
Hutch, what pill would you
You're
like
Neo,
to take?
and I'm Agent Smith.
Oh, you're Smith.
okay, well then fuck you,
Smith.
Hutch,
What
you
pill?
bastard.
Yeah, there you go.
Just send me your earpiece.
I get to live at the
Earpiece.
Ooh, send
That's
me
all
your
I'm saying.
Earpiece. Oh yeah, I'm
reloaded.
sending you a message, my friend.
Yes, I
broke
know,
free.
dude. Yep.
I
Message.
know how to multiply.
And guess what? You both die at the end of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
No. Or do we, Chiz? Or do we?
I'm the motherfucking Messiah.
Because when that short little Indian girl asked the Oracle, will we ever see him again, she said, I think so. Or what did she say? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. She said, I hope so.
Well, I hope so because we've been laying on the Christ imagery a whole hell of a lot in the last two movies.
As well as Plato's allegory of the cave, or Descartes' evil genius, or Bertrand Russell, like his theory on the what was his the 5-minute theory? Like, can you prove that the Earth and the universe didn't come into existence 5 minutes ago? Along with it, all your memories, everything that's been planted in the Earth has been made to appear like it's been there forever. How can you prove that the world has been here for longer than 5 minutes?
You can't.
And that's the fucking Matrix. You're supposed to give me the clock ticker right now.
Okay, hold on. Where is it? I don't even
There
know
you
where
go.
it is. There you go.
But you missed your opportunity a second ago.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Well, how do you know that everything you know right now, you weren't born with that infinite knowledge, and slowly over the years you're fixing your brain, and then you learn that stuff.
What the hell are you talking about, Chase? Stop smoking crack.
Because cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am.
Therefore I am? Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Philosophy? Let's go ahead.
I am
Thinking you cannot think yourself out of existence?
Well, no, you can't.
Hey, no.
You have to let go of thought.
Moriarty in that episode
no.
of Star Trek The Next Generation was able to think his way out of the holodeck. He thought,
You can
therefore he
think
was.
yourself
Because
out of
Data.
bad
You can think
situations.
out of a physical situation, but not out of existence.
My point is, you can't. There's no point in wondering, is this actually a cup? Am I actually drinking water?
There is no spoon.
Because to you, it's real. It's real. This is not important to question, I don't think.
You can never step into the same stream twice.
I'll leave. Exactly. And this and a flame is not the same flame it was a second ago. You know? Like, time is an interesting word. Hey, let's close out the podcast.
This has been the Lefty Show. Be sure to
I know now that I know nothing. Peace off.
Oh, okay.
I think, therefore, I am.
All right.
But also, Socrates, you got a point with that one, too, Chiz. So, yeah.
That's the Lefty Show. Be sure to hit the like button.
Life is not worth living. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you for joining the Lefty Show. It was an interesting episode. A lot of banter, a lot of discussion, a lot of
philosophy. Boom.
philosophical, philosophizing, and all that stuff. Be sure to hit the like button. Again, links in the description. All of us on Twitter, at Lefty643, at Little Miss Katie, Kaity, at Dr. Chiz, at Oh My God, It's Hutch. The O is a 0. Also, YouTube channel links in the description as well. Be sure to check them out. And as always, we will try to do it all over again next week, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here. Thank you guys for joining. We hope you enjoyed. We are out.